Hello, guys. Welcome back to Talent League, and we are in the grand finals of our champion series. I almost said Wii Sports. Um, Machine Soldiers Academy versus Loud Esports, and I'm joined by Squishy. How are you today?
I'm doing amazing. I can't wait to see the grand finals of Major League. I was here last time where we saw Noetic play off against Blue Jays, and Noetic came on top, and we'll see Machine Soldiers come off against new team, which joined the season Loud, a minor league team, which are currently second place, facing off against Machine Soldiers, who are set fourth in the Major League, and we'll see how this game plays out. We saw QVG getting knocked out, which was a sad one to see, but MS Academy are here to take their place, and I'm just feeling amazing. One bit to be with you, man. Feeling amazing to get this grand finals going on the road. Best of five. We got good selection of maps up ahead, and feeling good.
The only bad map in that selection of maps is actually Cafe. It's worst map for me. I
You
hate
think?
Cafe. Yeah, most definitely. I hate that map so much. I could go the whole stream about Cafe, but the first map that we will start off with is actually Clubhouse. And interestingly enough, actually, um, well, no, not interestingly enough, because Machine Soldiers Academy picked this map. uh, they played it 5 times throughout the season. They have a decent record on it, and I don't know, I'm interested to see how they both played it. We've seen
Mm.
Loud Esports play it, throughout the knockout stages or whatnot, and I felt like they had some good showings on Clubhouse themselves. I don't know, the map selection to me, though, is very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, and talking about Clubhouse, Loud Esports, we only played it two times, and Machine Storage Academy played it five, and that could be an advantage with them in terms of, having more experience on the map and how to, if something goes wrong, they can react more easily. But definitely, I mean, Loud Esports, it's great to see them in the grand finals. A minor league team who are in second behind Autocat and come up against Machine Soldiers who have been, from what I know, from my big brain, uh, that they have been a solid force in the major league, and they've been solid 4 or 5 for a long time. And I mean, as you said, Clubhouse, it's not as worse as Oregon, so we will see some kind of variation as Oregon say all the time, Oregon, because it's so boring. We will see that map in the best of five if we get to it. But either way, I mean, Wumby, you've been grinding Talent League for all I know. You've been casting most of these games. What do you expect the outcome to be of Team Loud against Machine Soldiers?
Really know. I'm really impressed by Loud Esports'
Mm.
run throughout the whole tournament. You know, they took out Wii Sports, which nobody expected. They then proceeded to take out the second place team in the major leagues, which was Team Wanted,
Mm.
which I didn't. They did it in such dominant fashion too, so I didn't expect that neither. Um, I don't know. Not Wii Sports, but Machine Soldiers Academy do have a game on their hands then. And I mean, the last
Mm.
time I talked with Den, he seemed very confident in himself. They played like they had a bunch of confidence against QVG. QVG, at the end of the day, I felt like they kind of came up short, whereas Machine Soldiers came up huge. And in this matchup, it's just about who has that clutch factor, but who can come up the at who can come up big at the most important of times. I don't this is a very hard game to predict. It's not like the previous matches in this whole
Yeah.
tournament. It's this one's a little bit difficult because both of these teams have been in such good form lately.
Yeah, we also saw Machine Soldiers. They were here in season five last season. We also saw them in the Champion Series last season, but they got kicked out by Real Sports, losing 7-2 and 7-1. And you don't want to see them getting so far and then them losing to such a margin because, as we've seen, Loud take out Wes Esports, if I pronounce that right. That was a shocker. No one expected that. No one expected a minor league team who joined the season were quite lucky, to be honest, out of the Open Series. Now they come up in the finals Champion Series, facing off against MS, who have been in the Champion Series before. But I mean, as you said, yeah, it is hard to predict because Lau could just pull something out of their pocket, which we haven't even seen yet. Something like G2 saving their strats for the last game, and this is it. Machine Shoulders will be ready, but I mean, one beat. It's just phenomenal to see Loud because them them coming so close to being kicked out in the Open Series and now in the finals is just something to look out for from the side of Machine Soldiers.
It's a really good underdog story. Nobody expected
Mm.
him to be this far, but I do want to bring your attention to the community poll because it
Oh
looks
yeah.
like 60, well, a lot of people predict Loud to win. 60% of the people who voted in this community poll predict Loud Esports to win. And they do have I do see their fans in the chat. So I know they have quite a bit of fans. Same goes for Machine Source Academy, who are just behind them by 20% in that poll. 40% expecting them to win this matchup as well. It's gonna be I don't know. This is a very spicy final. I like I said, I didn't really expect Loud to be here. I did expect MS to be here. I felt like if they weren't the best team in major leagues, if they weren't the best team in the talent league, I felt like they were second best easily to QBG. But then they knocked out the best team in this tournament. So maybe they have a chance to prove that they are the best team within Talent League.
I mean, definitely, it all comes down to this: as you've got well four, five, depending on what it comes to, but you've got 5 maps, 5 chances, many rounds to battle it out. But more on Mission Soldiers Academy. Just some info, which is very cool to know. They will be not be no academy will be in their name anymore from our next major league season onwards, changing their roster with 2 new players and have been invited to our Titan series and will be participating there as well. I don't know when that starts because my brain in 2 weeks. Thank you, Chip. In 2 weeks it will be starting, and that'll be good to see them there as well. And if they come up with the title, they'll be rocking it and hopefully not getting out as early as they did last season. But Machine Soldiers, I can't get that right, came in fourth after going with 4 wins and 5 draws, totaling 17 points and a round difference of 6. Placed them underneath Wes Esports, who were in third. But Wes Esports, as we know, Loud kicked them out. And I mean, if you want to look at it mathematically, if Loud beat Wes Esports and Machine Soldiers couldn't beat them, Loud do have the side on them and also the viewer side, as 60% of them believe they will win. But I mean, I've said this 5 times already, but 1B, it will be close because you don't know what's gonna happen in the side of Loud and what they're gonna pull out next.
Yep, I mean, expected unexpected from Loud. That's been the tale of this tournament for them so far. So yeah, it's gonna be very hard to predict, but um, I don't know
Mm.
what to say. Not about at least Loud, but also about like the teams that they knocked out. I mean, Wii Sports was a shocker. Team Wanted was even I felt like even worse of a shocker since they are the second place team in Talent League at the moment, at least for season 6. And I don't know, it's a shame that we won't see the other teams like it's a shame that we won't see QVG or Team Wanted or even Wii Sports here. But it's amazing that Loud are here. And I felt like this is it. We couldn't have asked for a better final, not between
Mm.
any other teams. It's sad to see that AutoCAT even got knocked out so early on because they are the first place team within the minor league. But um, speaking of Loud Esports, I do want to bring up some points about them because we talk about minor leagues. The main reason why they're here is because they are the second place team within minor leagues, and they are actually going to be in major league next season. They won't be in the Titan League. They were invited, but they rejected the invitation. Maybe because they want to work on some stuff on the off
No.
season and they don't want another tournament to be in their way, or maybe because they have something else in mind
There's no
for
rush in it. There's no rush
yeah,
in it.
yeah, basically. And yeah, they had a very solid season from what I've understood. They only had one loss. They've had 7 wins and they only had the one draws. And they finished the whole season on 22 points.
Yeah,
Um,
that's strong.
that's ridiculously strong as
Especially
well.
from I think you're about to say it, but from barely surviving Open Series,
Yeah,
slowly crawling back. And look at them now.
It's a again amazing underdog
Yeah.
story. We do love that in
Yeah.
side of the esports scene, but I do want to see if the teams are ready because we are gonna head straight. Okay, a second. There you go. They're not ready just yet, but they will be ready in just a second. But we will head into our first match of Clubhouse, and I don't want to talk about the bans just yet. I want to talk about that when the ban phase actually starts. But what are your predictions for the first match?
I mean, Clubhouse, I mean, we see it loads of times, and we've seen it, somewhat large amount of times in the Champion Series. And I mean, Machine Soldiers on Clubhouse, I believe they'll be starting attack, if I'm correct. And I think they might fall back. It's a prediction. I'm not making any assumptions, but I think Machine Soldiers will fall back a bit, and Loud will get that defending, quite promising head start. And they're on their high horse now. They're on a run. They don't want to stop. But Machine Soldiers, you can't count them down, especially a Discount, who's always there to follow up on the team. But I mean, knowing Talent League, it's gonna go one way and then flip the other, and that will be Loud getting the head start and Machine Soldiers coming back. But either way, into the game as we go. Map one of the Talent League Grand Finals, and Machine Soldiers on the defense, on the attack, Loud on the defense, and good luck, have fun in chat. 1B, starting off with the bans. We've seen an 100% ban rate from Loud Esports. Is it? Is it? Is on
Yeah,
not this map? I don't think. Is this map?
you mean
Oh yeah,
the
100% ban Maverick on this
yeah.
map, and it comes out again. Loud ban Maverick, keep that 100% ban rate, and I'm looking for a Mira, Valkyrie on the defense, maybe even on attack. Hibana. Hibana's been very strong in Clubhouse recently on the new meta, especially with faking the impacts in Kitchen through Armory.
Yeah, I do. I feel like they're gonna do it. I was gonna say they were gonna do a bug, but this is a more on meta ban. Thatcher is almost always banned on every map. If one team doesn't ban him, then the other most definitely will. And I always hate Thatcher bans just for the reason that it's too predictable at this point. But the mirror does come up after that. And I mean, I expect the last ban to be either a Kaid or a Valk.
Mm.
Just because of how powerful they both are. Valk, of course, with her black eye cameras, with Clubhouse being so big, she can put them almost anywhere. Kaid for the hatches mainly, and also for the fact that he can Kaid trick certain walls on this map. You know, we talk about Dirt Tunnel, the wall in CCTV, and also the wall that is in that little L hallway between gym and also bedroom. But and as you guys can see, the Kaid is banned, and we are heading into the first round, where we will go basement.
Heading to Church and Arsenal be a good start for Loud Esports, and uh, don't see any impacts on the side of Loud to react to that Hibana for impact checking the hatch. But maybe they will do something special. Ella does get sick picked, so the loss of one shield will trade another. But there comes the impacts. If Mathox,
Yeah,
Mythox, Math-
Mathox.
Mathox decides to bring them. But I mean, got a solid lineup. Toucan and Asthma bringing the Hibana and both the Thermite, which, I mean, kind of look back 2-3 years, you would see this combo rocking all the time and no ace. And that's what we do love to see, especially. And we'll see how it works out. Maybe looking for, with that Thermite, Church, Arsenal, triple wall in the late part of the round, but we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that little setup from Swaz on that wall, on that triple wall as well, where he opened a little bit of a wall. He opened like a line of sight, and then he put in a Rooney gate on it, which I thought that's pretty interesting. I wonder how that's gonna play out. But I mean, you look at his health. Jesus Christ, it's already flashing red, and he didn't even get shot by a Loud player yet. He got shot by his own teammate, I assume.
Gee whiz, I think it was smoked on like a razor. He just got caught in the crossfire. That's so unfortunate for the first round of the grand finals. But hopefully Swartz can find a frag before he most likely eventually fall. He's one bullet and he's dead. But I mean, forgetting about Rek and I believe it's Mathox above, holding a semi-hold with the mute jammers to slow down the intel gathering and just trying to waste time. Overall discount with the Finker. Will be going for the entry, being droned by his hardware. I believe that's Toucan with him, holding the Mathox from the punch hole, but didn't find his head. But speaking of heads, Asma will find Rek, and one Roamer goes down, but Mathox with the trade and Denster on the Osa will not be using her shields anymore, and will be stuck on the drones supporting this top-down push from Machine Soldiers. And they've already taken out one Roamer and a minute wasted in the side of Mathox, and we'll see if he can do any more of it to slow down the attackers.
Yeah, time has been wasted so well by Loud Esports here, as most of their roamers, or the only roamer that's off-site is Maddox. The other 3 remaining players are actually on site. I wouldn't expect Swaz to roam because he's quite literally unflashing HP. But it looks like Asma is in strip club with the Fuser, the Habana. I'm pretty sure she's already used some of her pellets, but she has plenty left. And this is curious, to say the least. Your Habana is trying to clear out the roamer, and he's not gonna die, and he could have gotten himself a second. Asma is able to trade that out, but at the cost of Discount being dead. And that was so very close for Mattox to get his second, a minute is about to they have a minute left to go before they need to really think about attacking the site. The only positive I would say, well, not really the only positive, they do have their hatches open, but Sloth is on a little bit of HP. They could literally breathe on him and he die. And they also have this sledge above in kitchen, making these angles from above, but you also have your sledge going downstairs. And he could have caught somebody off guard in church, and he probably will. That Squad's on very low HP. There's a player in blue for Asma to shoot at, but he's going to be shot at himself, and he's not going to return the same amount of damage that's been done to him onto the Jaeger. And they now have 20 seconds left to go. Baby Shark, Swaz, and Cinex are the last 3 defenders that these 3 players have to worry about. There goes a team kill. Luketa getting killed from himself. Swaz grabbing the final one of the round and cleaning it up for his team. And there goes the first round for Loud Esports. A very scrappy one to start off this matchup.
Yep, the team kill, unfortunately, could have been round changing. They could have won it, but we didn't see that out. And yellow pings being flown up by both teams with the default cams and the cams. Saw Jaeger and Blue nearly get wall banged by, I believe, Laquetta in side church. But I mean, Machine Soldiers so close, but Loud just hold their ground and were able to keep it that way. But the early frag lost in the side of Loud did not affect them in that winning of the round. But I want to talk about Mathox inside strip. The fact that Discount went in front of that opponent, it was so good for the round. Even though they didn't win, because Discount didn't decide to leave the opponent, that would have been defused down, and that would have been a completely different round. So Discount doing what he did, he sacrificed himself, but not for the round win. But a win is a win for Loud Esports, and they'll be heading up to CC Cash as with a similar lineup, but with a 1 Mai in place of the Malusi. And that'll be most likely holding Rafters and see if Asma can get any R1, R3 angles from the garage. We'll see what they can do from that. But in terms of wall denial, they've got a mute, but you've got nades from beneath. So most likely Toucan will be getting that wall in seconds.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Mute. With the recent nerf that he's had, I want to say it's recent, but it's been a while back.
Oh yeah,
a while back. It's been a while. With the recent changes to his Mute jammer, it only protects a certain part of the wall. Toucan is going to be the first one down, and that's your Thermite, the main hard breacher for these walls to open up a avenue into sight, and he's already down with not even 30 seconds passed. Asma is now their only hard breacher, and while the Habana is, she's one of the best hard breachers in the game, if not the best hard breacher in the game, that's not nearly enough to open as many holes or as many angles into sight as you would want to with the Thermite in play. And Cinex kills then start, and it's now a 5v3.
I mean, getting aggressive all around. Baby Shark got too aggressive as the smoke. Well, he will go down. And Cynics again looking for a triple. He will get a gunfight on Sledge, but Loquetta comes out on top, finding the head of him. And now 3v3 and 2 minutes remaining. 4 bodies down. I mean, a spawn peek and aggressive kill by Cynics. Oh, many kills by Cynics. A small rotate from Mathox to help the rotation back and forth into sight. And I mean, it's gone such a quick round with 4 members down. It's all looking like they've got the control they need, Machine Soldiers or MS, and it's just looking to push through, find frags, and take down the remaining defenders.
Yeah, at the moment, they don't really have a lot of map control. Well, they do have construction, but not nearly as much map control as you could possibly hope for as an attacker. With their hard breach going, their main hard breach again, with Thermite going down so early on, that's really stunted their growth on this attack. They do have discount still in construction, and they have asthma outside this server window, but I really don't see what more they could do. Swaz is still on top of Rafters, and he also still has more of those with Midas to work with. And they also, Loud Esports also still have 3 of their players on the site. It seems that the early aggression from Cynex has really turned around on its head here for Machine Soldier Academy, because they look a bit stuck. But Ukeda is actually below as the Sledge, and he has those nades in play, but he can also make a play on red stairs if he wants to. But there goes Swaz. There goes the play from Luketa, and there goes Rex to grab a follow-up. And it's now left Luketa in no 2v1, but Mathox cleans this round up. It could have been possible in a 1v2, but it clearly wasn't possible enough for Luketa.
It wasn't. I mean, you said it. Their machine shoulders. I keep on saying shoulders. MS. They were just standing there, honestly, for about a minute and a half. One was on the window, one was on construction. No movement was being built apart from Loquetta going downstairs, which he got a kill, but didn't come out in anything close to a round win in terms of handling the diffuser and having that side control. But I mean, they were just completely frozen without any guidance in that round. They were lost and they were just sitting there for their doom, as Loud takes their 2nd win in a row. And talking about putting stuff out their pockets, here we see it now. And will my prediction be right? Wonbu.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
I mean, this is the thing that I've seen from Loud, at least from the games that from the game that I casted and from a little bit of the game that I could watch on Esports. I only watched the 2nd map, and the thing about Loud Esports that kind of makes me think that they could possibly take this whole final is they have a lot of aggression on this team that a lot of these major league teams aren't expecting. Like, they'll be in like weird ass spaces, and obviously the teams that they knocked out aren't expecting some of those places that they're in, or they just don't drone them out correctly, and Loud Esports are able to capitalize on it. There was a lot of plays even from Mathox against Wii Sports, where Wii Sports just weren't like droning correctly, and he was able to do some really good work on the lurk. I don't know, like, for me, this defense from Loud Esports is like super aggressive, but it pays off so well for them because Machine Soldiers Academy, I feel like in a sense, have just finally met their match, because they're just as aggressive, if not even more aggressive than Loud Esports.
Yeah, they have been playing like that a lot, and Cynex, you have to be caught off guard. We saw some bullets being flying through the window, and on the tertiary site in Jimin bedroom, and Toucan is alive, which is good for them, and he will be getting that breach very quickly with that Neat Jammer nerf, being able to breach the top half of the wall, and they'll find their way to breach the... Oh no, they got the whole thing. Oh gee, you didn't get the whole thing even though that Mute Jammer's there. That is a really a shocker in the side of Loud, but they're 2 rounds up and they can afford a round loss, but they're looking to win. The smoke's being spun out to burn those ADSs and already breaching bathroom, minute 54 remaining. They're looking to go somewhat of an execute with only Cynex holding Jim by himself. Mathox below, but no C4 on hand, so that with that below potential in VIP, he won't be able to C4 the plant, but Cynex being held from the windows very tightly by Discount. He might be caught off guard, losing his head, but playing passive. But you never know, because Cynex could just jump out the window any second. Yellow Pink's coming out. Discount know there's a man there. He will drop, going for the wall bang. He will with the bullets, left, right, and center. He doesn't manage to make it, but Swaz does, and Laquetta falls, and so does Rek. But that's a shocker for Discount as Mathox manages to wiggle his way alive, going main door. Will he find the man rotating round? That's just unfortunate, but Asma will not be unfortunate anytime soon as he will find Swaz. Swaz will be back on the cameras. A 4v3, and it's looking like it's going to be sure execute from Machine Soldiers, but there's still a man in cash which can go for Insinex, which hasn't moved from his position all this time. And talking about the man in cash, that's Baby Shark. He finds that comes to Asma. 40 seconds remaining, and we still have Mathox, who downstairs now, but I would say Denstar, who will be downstairs now, trying to find this man on the red stairs. No call intact, but Mathox will find the head of Denstar, but being caught off guard by Toucan. The walk in sight has a lot of potential. Baby Shark and Sinex left alive. Sinex still in the same position, has not moved once this entire game, and Discount still in the windows trying to find him. Will his head be caught off? Not too sure. Baby Shark watching the jump in support of Sinex. Sinex gets Toucan, still in the same position, and he gets another Discount with a double, and what a round by him. Hasn't moved and he's stuck with it. That's a great way to finish the round. 3-0 to Loud Esports.
That is absolutely horrific from Machine Soldiers. Like I'm not kidding when I say you said it. Like Sinex was there the whole entire round. He's exposed from not only the window behind him in yeah, there was two windows actually. He was in between the rotate. He was in the whole of gym basically. And there are so many angles that the attackers can shut him down from, and they didn't use a single one. They had the window open in master bedroom. They had a window open in gym. They had the big wall open by jacuzzi. Man, how is he not able? How are they not able to kill him?
I mean, they had a Discount who was on the windows, had nades. He knew he was there. The yellow pins were out, but he did not use the nades. There were no ADSs. There was one ADS on the breach, but there was no ADSs on the windows. I mean, what a round. You were just sitting there while I rap god that round full of the whiffs of Discount at the start.
Really?
Mathox should have gone down earlier. I mean,
really,
geez.
I was just in shock by how much Loud Esports were allowed to get away with. Especially again like Sinex being in gym by the rotate hold nonetheless. Like gym is a very easy room to get caught out in. It's not hard to shut down a player anchoring in gym. That's why nobody really does it. Or if they do, then they'll be easily shut down, at least in comp. And in that sense, that was shocking as to how MSA weren't able to deal with it. But also Discount, knowing that there was a player below watching the window from the hatch, and he just whiffed every single shot on him. That was ridiculous. But
yeah.
It's 3 rounds in a row for Loud Esports, and Machine Soldiers Academy need to find an answer here and now. This is a round that they have to win.
That's precisely what they're gonna and have to do. And we still have the same room game from Mathox and Rek. Mujam is slowing the intel, but still Yellow Pink being flown out. And I mean, I want to say 40, 50 seconds wasted, but discounting cash. And will he find the member off guard? Sledge will also go for the drop as well, but Laquetta with the team killed 2 times this round. He does find Mathox, but that's one person you did not need to lose. And that is just going to be a wrecking ball inside their VC as he falls. Still in this roam game, Denstar caught off guard, whipping the shotgun, going for the swing, but the drop shot from Denstar as he whips out his secondary shotgun. I mean, Denstar's not going to have it this time. He's in the finals, 360s, ooga ooga booga with the shotgun. He won't be having that from Rek as Rek gets shut down in the roam game. Wasted a minute 30 and already got 1 killer. You could call it good, you could call it bad, but Loud now on the same position as they were last time, holding their angles and waiting for MS to walk into their gunfire.
Now MS have the main advantage here. All they really need to do is isolate these last remaining players. Now 2 remaining players on site as Akeda grabs the kill here onto, the name already just escaped me, but again, they have this 4v2 main advantage. All they really need to do, it sounds so simple, but it's easier said than done, as the saying goes. They have to just open up these angles above the site. They have to isolate these remaining players and either kill them or see if they're in like one area of the map where, I don't know how to explain it, but like basically if
Yeah.
they're away from one site so they can plant in the other. It just
Yeah.
depends on how they want to end off this round. If they want to go for kills or if they want to go for a plant. And both of them are in church, so this opens up the opportunity
Of
to
us.
attack into armory. But we'll see here. There's a player
Yeah,
in blue.
Isolating the shark in blue and talking about the plan, which you just said, Bumby. Go straight for Asthma. What a shot through the wall as he's
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
on a roll rampage here. Cinex by himself in the 1v4 is winnable, but the plant down, hatches, loads of angles to watch. Someone in blue, someone on the main says he will be stuck in church, but will be allowed to go through the main hallway. The man on church hatch will be Lequetta. Go for the swing, the nade comes out, he's forced to go underneath the gunfire. Faces the man in blue and it's back and forwards. He's looking for every single angle. Dead Star falls and Cinex finds that kill. And 1B, you predicted it right there. They isolated the man in church. They got the crossfire on the man in blue and they went for the plant. And I mean, 1B, your massive brain, what's inside that head? Phenomenal.
No thoughts at all. But that was a much better round coming in from MSA. I mean, the trades in the previous rounds that they lost in the 3 rounds weren't working in their favors. And then when they did try to aggress onto Loud Esports, they were very easily punished by it because they either pushed them themselves or they pushed them in positions that they really shouldn't be pushing them in. This time it worked in favor of them, but because Loud Esports did the same thing that they did in the previous rounds, which was push what they shouldn't have pushed, played in positions that they probably shouldn't have played in,
Attackers need to
and
locate and
over
defuse as
aggressing
many
onto
bombs as they can.
players when they probably shouldn't have. But we go on to cash and servers, and Loud Esports are still in the lead by 2 rounds. They have a pretty nice lead here, 3-1, and they could potentially bring this to a 4-1 and maybe bring themselves into either a 4-2 split or a 5-1 split. And in this round, they are, again, like I said, servers cash. They have the smoke, they have the Wamai, and they're gonna be doing the same exact thing that they did on the same site on this same site that they played in a previous round. I don't remember which round though, but they played the site, and this is the exact same
Second round.
second round. There
5
you go.
seconds to go.
I mean,
There you go.
they don't want, from MS, they don't want it to work out the same way.
Locate and defuse
Hopefully
bombs.
Toucan learn from his mistakes, and so does, I believe it was Denstra who fell. As the, I'm not too sure, but Toucan will not be spawning there anymore, being headshotted from Adam, or Secret Blue. Top Blue says Windows spawn peak, and we'll be going exactly to that breach, and that mute jamming is not even going to make it
Attackers
difficult.
located a bomb.
The fact that the mute got this massive nerf is just Wardenal, not even. You can't even say that anymore. And Toucan will be getting this breach, and this is what we didn't see from the second round where MS lost Toucan early, and this is going to change the outcome of the round as we did see MS rotate themselves inside to CC, and that's where the defense was from. But Discount, being the entry man, finds Mathox, and Rooney going down that punching hatch is making small rotates. Late game will not be utilized anymore from him. But 5v4, and it's looking like a good start from MS, and it could be the crawlback which they need. They've got 1 man up, and they've got the breach.
And this guy Eidben is doing wonders. I mean, it's Kaid nonetheless. I mean, a lot of people consider him the better bandit, of course, because of the fact that Kaid tricking is a lot more safer than bandit tricking. And like I said again, this Kaid, at least on this Kaid band, at least on this site, is doing wonders for Machine Soldiers Academy because they are allowed to open a really big hole into sight. And a really important one nonetheless. They could just run in and go for the default. If they take care of the surrounding players, especially the one in red, that's what Lucata just killed the next, along with another player being in red with them, but they also have to clear this Raptors. But it looks like they're not, wow, what the hell was that? That's Din Star all the way from spawn onto Baby Shark, and it doesn't even look like they're going for the service push. It looks like they're going for a cash push instead. As you can see, there's about 4 players on this west side take, and they don't even need to go for the A side or the B side or whatever site that is. and Cash because they go for the kills instead. Lucada and then what the hell? I forgot my words. But cleaning the round up there to grab their second round in a row, and Loud Esports uh, not having an answer back in this round alone. This was a much better attack from MS on the same sites that we saw from them on round 2, and this time on this same site, they bring a bandit in trade of the Womai. I wonder if they're gonna bring a Womai.
Yeah, we'll see. See if they do decide to pick. And Smoke still hasn't confirmed. But we'll see what he decides to do. But I mean, this is what I talked about. Loud getting the head start, but then MS coming back. That attack, A, was flawless, and B, it was just flawless in general. The nades we threw, the burn of the idiots. If they were playing as a team, discount on the entry. That's more of the team you want to see if you're supporting MS. And it's, you know, even if you're casting like me, that's what you expect from a team like MS, and they're finally going to pull back. But you can't doubt Loud. They do bring the bandit instead of the Wamai, as they figured out that Rafters isn't even worth holding, because honestly, Machine Soldiers have decided to leave it. And Toucan getting that CC breach did affect the round with that late round kill and just stopping the rotates, but Swaz will be trying to stop that as he bandit tricks on the main breach. But I mean, 1B, you really question yourself when you see MS fall 3 rounds and then possibly looking to come back 3 rounds, and this is where you see MS pick up the roll and cut off Loud.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 rounds they lost were off of some really key mistakes, some really simple mistakes that I said in those rounds. I wasn't used to seeing, well, I didn't say that, but I don't think I did, unless I can't remember. But
No.
they just, I'm not used to seeing them make mistakes like that, because frankly, they don't. But in those 3 rounds that they lost, they did, and it costed them those rounds, like I said. And in the last 2 rounds, that's more of the MS that I'm looking to see. Aggressiveness play that works out in their favor, and flawlessly so. I mean, those last 2 rounds they won were amazing by them. They had some really, again, I want to say amazing pushes. They cleared out their roamers first. They learned from their mistakes in the previous 3 rounds that they lost, and have adjusted well to allow the esports game plan. And now this is the game that everybody wants to see between these 2 teams. The push is going to come from window from Lupeta onto the server windows, like I just said. But there goes a shot from Swaz as he's trying to do the lost art of bandit tricking, but there goes the wall, and he can't do it no more. The wall is now opened on this server's push. I mean, they brought the bandit to counter that, and the bandit he couldn't really do much. He was pressured from the window,
Yeah.
and I don't think there was any ADSs to protect him from those nades, so he had to go for the kill.
Yeah, he was a second off of getting that as well, and he could have sticked, he could have got it, but I mean, he was just a second too late, and that's going to could result in a round loss, or maybe even allow the open door, or open breach, I would say, for Loud to be aggressive. And Mathox going for the swing. He fired the lovely headshot onto Discount. We will go for another, nearly getting a one-tap onto Asthma. Asthma won't realise the man is on the door, but the swing comes out. He knows that Mathox is there, and too aggressive. He tries to get too many kills to suit himself, and Asthma will just clean it up, getting the trade back, but still 1 man down. A man coming up red stairs. Asthma trying to find his double, going for an entry swiftly with 50 seconds remaining. It could be caught in sight with the intel, but Jaeger does not seem to know. Cynics goes down, a double for Asthma. The man on rafters will be there to try and get the angle. 2K gets a headshot into Rec. Big Shark sees the rotate. I mean, it's all gone down. Asthma gets the triple, 2K gets the double, and woo-hoo-hoo! What a round by MS, and 3-3 as we head to the defense inside of MS. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Loud getting the head start, but MS crawling back and hopefully to victory. And Deadstar probably should have warmed up, not going to lie.
Jesus, I mean, I don't know what the hell happened to Loud Esports there. They had the man advantage by 2 men. And as you know, like, it's hard, even in a 5v3 situation, if the 3 players are not, like, too bad to, like, still have. But in those situations, you would bet on at least the defense on a defensive map to hold themselves together, and they just crumbled. I mean, Mattox on the Aruni couldn't really do anything in that position. He did his job by getting the first kill on the player in construction, but after that he was kind of stuck when Asthma pushed himself even further into construction. I mean, with the wall open, Mattox couldn't really just rotate out of there unless he runs quick enough to the point where Asma doesn't pay attention. But Asma usually does pay attention, and he usually does get those frags. But after that, again, like I said, the whole from Loud Esports just crumbled. They couldn't really hold on to it. They had most of their players on site. Their roamers kind of collapsed onto site. But after that, they couldn't really hold on to it, and it's just it's good for MS, but for Loud Esports, that's really awkward for them as they now move on to the attack with a 3-3 half. And I feel like again on Clubhouse being a defensive map, MS would are loving this right now. They are well realistically in the advantage on Clubhouse, and they could possibly run away with this map if this type of form continues from them on their defense.
Bomb
Short
located by
and short. Will is Swaz will be trying to get the garage breach as we see now. Cinex on the entry. We've seen him get many impactful frags this game. Top fragging for his team, and we'll try to do the same thing now. Breaching and see construction wall soft. They do not have any reinforcements, so that's not a mistake. Baby Shark finds the opening kill into Asma. He won't be having bomb and impact on this round. Rafters looking to be clear. Baby Shark going for an entry, but two men, one in lounge, one in stock, holding that, and that'll be Laquetta with a shield and an ADS. And MS come with a phenomenal shot, which I have not seen. See if it will work out. Can't call it phenomenal yet when the outcome has not happened. Drone being shot by Laquetta, and pressure being applied to Laquetta as two members outside stock door will be trying to take him out if they want to try and go for a plant or an execute from the CC side. Swaz with the intel will go for the wall bang. Deadshot gets caught off. He will be stuck in kitchen and trying to make his way around, but popping the hatch with the shotgun. He'll be going back to armory, and the C4 lost is going to be unfortunate reg. I mean, that's just a bit dirty. Finds two cannon. 1B, I saw your eyes lit up. That's just something which should not be allowed to happen. And here comes the finish off onto Loud, or onto MS. Denstra and Discount do find some impact with frags. And now we're 2v4. Denstra, he's been roaming around this place. He's been in kitchen, armory, now top blue. Will be rotating back around. But Discount, the one man alone on his Buster inside the site. His head being caught off. Mathox finds the headshot. And whoop-de-doo, Denstra on a 1v3. But the plant in hand, or the diffuser in hand of Rexy will go for the plant. Pre-fire is coming out from Denstra. Trying to do something fancy. He knows there's a man in construction. On the crouch right side, Cinex was more prepared than Denstra, and around goes too Loud on the attack. And CC Cash falls away from MS.
Yeah, that strat ultimately not working out. I don't really know how Asma died within like the first 30, 40 seconds into that round. And ultimately, when you're down a man like that, it's easier for the attackers to kind of just overwhelm your remaining defenders. And it could have been almost a good comeback. We saw two kills come out. Well, one kill apiece for Denstar, and then another player who's alive alongside him in the 5v2, in the 5v2, it turned into a 3v2, not a 4v2, according to what the UI had told us. But I don't really know. That was a that round kind of weirded me out. Well,
Defenders,
mainly
protect your
from
bombs from being
MS
defused by attackers.
because it's the same story as to what we saw from Loud when we came into this half with both of them tied. The defense just crumbled under a bunch of pressure, and it mainly started off with that first kill being onto Asma. And like I said, it's just easy when for the attack when the defense is just a man down to just overwhelm the remaining players on site. And then I need to remind you guys that most of them, at least two of them, weren't even really on site. Den was all the way down in the basement because he had to escape from the kitchen, and another player was in, I want to say, blue or
5 seconds
secret,
left before insertion.
and then the remaining, there was just only two players on site, and it's just easy
Attackers
in
are
that
moving
sense
out to
for the
locate a
attackers
bomb
to
and
do that.
defuse it.
Although Loud Esports almost kind of let them get back into it. It's easy at the end of the day to end up executing it and getting that round. But we do head into the basement for this round, and we see the Goyo. I don't think we've seen a Goyo pick come out from Loud Esports. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this time it comes out on the basement site. I sound confused. I'm not. It's just I don't think we've seen this from Loud Esports, despite Goyo being such a popular pick on Clubhouse.
Yeah. And if you didn't know already, Goyo in season 7 will be losing his shield for a little, something like a bulletproof, which you can pop as a explosive. And honestly, from my opinion, from what I've known in competitions and just high level rank in general, you bring the Goyo for the shields and also bring the Goyo for the impactful frags. And then Shuff finds Baby Shark, and the sledgehammer will not be used for the vertical anymore as he's going to be down on the cams. 2 entries by Synax. He's going insane with the 2KD now. He's found already 2 kills, the refrag onto Dention and another onto the Quetta. But back onto the Goyo, he will be losing shield. And that's probably what they brought on for, the double shield, the impact with the shields, especially late round, just slowing the attackers down. But that could be a change in the meta, see if MS want to stick with the Goyo picks, or if Den want to stick with the Goyo picks even off the change. But Rek, bring the Ace instead of the Thermo, which we saw from Toucan. Opening up Dirt to try and put some pressure onto, I believe, Asma, who's holding Dirt. Rek maybe being caught off by Discount, playing quite aggressive on the main stairs. And I believe it is Swaz who's in. Synex in bar and Discount there. Drone's coming out, and luckily Synex didn't get his head caught off, and neither did Rek. And 3v4 with 1 minute 10 remaining. Discount's in a powerful position to make frags, but so is Mathox. He's already in blue, and don't even think the opposition know this, but no members there to be picked off by him. And it's looking like it's going to be even. Synex being caught off guard. Double kill in the side of Machine Shoulders. Machine is Soldiers, as Swaz gets the refrag in a 2v2 with 50 seconds remaining. Both the hard support on the roster left alive. Asma got 2 smoke canisters in hand and 1 pre-placed on the hatch, I believe. Toucan with a C4 as well. SMG-11 shotguns inbound in the side of MS. 1 in Dirt, 1 in Church. They know their positions, as we can see Rek trying to bait them out. 25 seconds remaining. It's going to have to be a push. Swaz silently rotating around, catches Asma off guard, and Swaz, he's got to double this round. He's looking for the triple. The C4 goes out. Rek still stays alive. The red ping's coming out. The whip out of the bearing 9. Plant going down. 57 remaining. All the head being caught off, and Swaz will find the triple. He gets the clutch. And a round win for Loud Esports.
Loud Esports are gonna look to put themselves on match point next round, and Machine Soldiers, at least in the defensive half, haven't. Well, they really didn't look that solid. I was gonna say they don't really look solid on their defensive half as they do on their attacking half. But really, on their attacking half, they didn't look that solid. Apart from the 3 rounds they did win, they were okay. Apart from the 3 rounds that they lost as well. And in this sense, it's just not looking too good on their defense. I mean, that was close. It was a 2v2 at the end of the day, but I said it before, at least with the with that same site that Loud was defending. It's just I don't know, like when you're in that situation as the attack, all you have to do is isolate those players onto one site and then just attack another. And in that sense, nobody was in Armory. They weren't really paying that much attention to it. They just were. One of them was in Church, and then the other was in Armory for like a little bit, and then he backed off into Blue, and that allowed the drop to come in from the Ace to eventually get the plant off. The Habana was in Dirt, or yeah, she was in Dirt, I think, and then she pushed into site that way. Was able to cover the player coming in from Blue, and then the other player just playing in the hallway while her teammate just planted. I don't really know. Again, like I said, Machine Soldiers just don't look solid on their defensive half, and anybody who's watching this game would favor Loud to actually go onto match point. I love that little shotgun skin too. I never got it.
Yeah, I never did. I never just cut you front. I think the shotgun skin, man, it's so cool. I'm staring at the barrel. It's pretty sick. Too. Yeah, the outfit is clean. The outfit is clean. On Sledge and Spec. We're not sponsored by Ubisoft or anything, but they've got a new Rick and Morty skin, Ace of Dubbo, which is also pretty cool. And what else is pretty cool is Loud might find their way to match point. His discount's going to be lowered to low HP. Synex blindly in, but he could be joining them, but I know he's going to go blindly in, head checking everything, but Discount, who was on the main stairs, will not be there anymore, and Synex will find that free entry. He knows the position, or MS know his position, but I mean, Discount, he did fall first last time. He did have a good frag onto Synex, and Synex will try and find his revenge to win this round once more, but I mean, losing the early man will and is going to make an effect on MS's defense as they've already lost one time before and they lost the round. What a surprise if it happens again. But the top down clear from Loud Esports and MS. I mean, they're trying to get that trade back as we see loads of members from MS playing aggressive, such as Den and Toucan already wasting a C4 and the C4 gone and no kill to be found. And there goes another. They fall like dominoes.
Jesus Christ, what is happening to MS right now? I mean, the last round was really, really close, and this round I don't think is gonna end in the same fashion. It's a 5v3. Loud had plenty of time to work with their attack, and here goes another Mattox pushing into blue. He grabs one, he might grab a second. There's a player in the Toucan that is, but he grabs a pick onto Mattox. There's another player waiting for him, but this time it's tight, and that's actually Asma to get Swaz. And now this is a 5v2, and it's now a 3v2 in the same breath with a minute left to go. Loud. There goes the pick. Well, this time onto Asma, and here goes another Synex. And Baby Shark cleaning up this round to move themselves onto match point. That was a 5, and it almost went. It was a 3v2 just very quickly. And Loud Esports, with the remaining 3 players that they had, were able to clean it up. And now, like I said, as anybody would have expected with the way that Loud had been winning their attacks, they moved themselves onto match point. And MS need to find 3 rounds of their own to put this into overtime to potentially claim their own map pick before Loud Esports do.
For sure. And wait, Trippin, what's the next map? No, the next map. Just checking what the next map is because I was about to say something about Chalet. So if Loud managed to win this round, and it's going to look like it because MS have really been somewhat falling apart. We saw them do really well in the last 3 rounds of the attack 1B, but then they fell. And this is where teams like Loud Esports, like any other team, can, you know, jump on that. They can get there first, and that's what MS are not doing. Loud, entry first, open the kills first. They're always getting the first kill in every single round, and it's always turning out to a win. And if you're on the side of MS, you need to point this out. They're trying to play aggressive. They're trying to get the first kill, but it's not working out. And there goes Toucan and an entry from Den. Finds Toucan going down, and
5 seconds to insertion.
no, I don't think he was wearing skin. I think he was making head height holds.
Moving out to locate a
Maybe
bomb and
he was
defuse
wearing
it.
skin. Most likely wearing skin because we haven't seen Toucan on smoke yet. For what I know. Don't think we have. Maybe a headgear, but maybe another accident. And here we go again. Laquetta getting way too aggressive for his boots, and Swaz finds that kill. It's looking like Chalet is going to be the next round for both teams. I mean, 3v5, it's going to be a half and a dream and a half if they want to pull back from this. But 1B, I see you sitting in your chair, it's depressing. It's going to be a slow defeat for MS, but they just keep on falling into Loud's crosshair, and Denstar again, he's going to have to try and get the frag, but too far off as Rex stays alive to live another 2 minutes of what's left of this round. Then he Sliver HP being cut off him, and Synex gets the headshot onto Discount, and it's falling. Baby Shark then just falling into the crosshair, but no, he finds the headshot. You can't put a man down yet, or yes you can. Shark, he gets the double and a good half, as that ends out Clubhouse. And Loud Esports, the team which struggled in Open Series, are dominating in the Champion Series. What a performance by them on Clubhouse, and it's looking like they are going to be moving forward in the right direction.
Yeah, that round, I mean, not that round, but that whole map was just a little bit rough to watch for MS. They did grab 3 rounds in their own, and they were 3 very strong rounds, but at the end of the day, that was incredibly rough to watch, especially when they went onto their defensive half. But we are going to move to Chalet, which is actually Loud's pick. And I'm not I don't know, cause Clubhouse was their pick, and MS got completely dismantled on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
I wonder
I,
if that's gonna be different on Chalet, though.
yeah, it's always flipped like this. I always find it that the team which chooses their map never actually wins it. So it's the opposite way around, and we'll see how it plays out. And I mean, machine soldiers. That's not really the performance which we have seen previously from them, and they and us don't want to see that. But either way, that's going to be it for map 1, and heading on to map 2 after a small break, because we're so cool, you're so cool. You know, while you're on your break, I'm not sponsored by any of these people, but get some get some great iced tea, peach iced tea, whatever you want to get for the next map on Chalet. And 1B, we'll see them in the next one, I guess.
Synchronization. But the one thing about the site, if the attackers have the vertical control, they can make you pay, but that's typical to make Stizzy pay for just swapping over that. Oh my god, he does another kill. Typical, that's the fuser down. What the heck, Ayana? He's looking so funny. That's another kill for typical. There's no way. I can't believe this. Gecko's in the 1v2. Garden that's actually lethal. That could have been another for him, but it's a good shot from Johnny. And now with 1v3, he could be a 1v3, actually still down. He could grab this kill and put it on a sliver. Because, oh, there you go, and that's no wall there. Are you ready for this? It looks like they're in the driver's seat. They take steps back, and I mean, that's a step that you take. Frozen Hex is able to grab that kill from the team. Backs up a little bit. That'll be
15 seconds left to go now, and that's another nice kill from able to find third, but not quite the fourth. Mastery is now the only one that stands in the way. He's just going to have to try and run away. Swings around the corner, and Kex wins it somehow. 1 versus 3. That is not a situation that should be happening at all. What?
Matrix import from Skylight, and it's going to be looking like Baker Boy's going to sit on with hell angles in there. Oh, Matrix! What a shot! Maybe two. Oh, Matrix! What the hell? Matrix, are you insane?
and that's definitely not hard. And that's actually the Mika down. So no more temporary crafting. Wow, you gotta
my
be kidding.
god,
Maybe
no
Shark.
way.
They have the Ace, they have the Ayana, they have the Sledge. Sledge still has the Cracker Grenade.
Oh
Never
my-
mind. Man,
Baby Shark again, just really getting up in the faces. There's the quad. Nice little tap fire there. DJ Kiosk now on the ace. And there's Baby Shark with the ace. Flawless round from Loud as just Eagle Empire folded.
my god. Welcome back, everybody. Back to Sand League. Here on the Grand Finals day. Getting hyped inside the VC. And I've left the call. No, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Alright, I'm back. I never left. My Discord's working. But we're back. Grand Finals. Map 1 was Clubhouse, and Loud came on top, winning 7-3 in that sense. And MS, they fell as soon as they hit the defense, and Loud, they're capitalizing on that. And Loud Esports, I mean, they're really the underdogs, and they're going to come back through this, and they're going to be heading to defense, I believe, again on Chalet for their map pick as Loud one machine soldiers on their map as well, and that was Clubhouse. But Chalet, we go. I believe both teams are ready. I want to head straight into it. Me, One, yeah, me and Mummy have to wait even longer. But either way, it's going to be good. And another thing I want to add, well, the whole while I had my camera on, I saw like my hair. I look like a proper weirdo. Not gonna lie, because like it was like all on this side. Trippin never told me, which was quite sad. But 1B, how do you feel about that first map? Because Loud Esports, they definitely showed something which we haven't seen before.
Yeah, it was a bit, like I said, it was a bit rough. Not even just like a little bit rough. It was extremely rough to watch that defensive half coming in from Den. But what Den? Yeah, he is on MS. It was not only him on MS, but it was rough to watch them on their defensive half, but a little bit also on their attacking half with the 3 rounds that they did lose. But I'm really impressed by Loud Esports so far. They've been in such good form throughout this whole tournament, and they're showing that same form here, at least on Clubhouse. It's yet to be seen uh what they have in store for us on Chalet, but on Clubhouse, nonetheless, it was a very impressive performance. They just did a lot of things right. It was very refreshing to watch them play Clubhouse with how free they played it. And I said this about MS before, but with Loud Esports, they play with such a freedom, and I wonder if it's because they weren't expected to make it this far, and if it's because they're not like tournament favorites that they don't really have that much pressure onto them. Both teams are ready, as I just heard in my ear, unless I've been lied to, and we are gonna head into Chalet for our second map of this series. Straight into the ban phase we go.
Straight into the ban phase we go, exactly what we love to hear, straight into. Chalet, the second map, and MS. I'm going to say MS from now because I always say machine shoulders. That sounds weird. So MS, it's going to stick. We're trying to look for this map. If not, there'll be 2 maps down and 1 map away from losing. But the Flores goes out, and you see Flores being banned on Chalet and both Oregon, especially for elbow downstairs and the amount of shields you can bring out, the utility you can destroy with Flores is unlimited. And on the defense, I'm probably going to be a Thatcher. Let's be honest, 1B. We've seen it all the time, and yes, it's going to be a Thatcher. But on the defensive band, maybe a Valkyrie. Especially on this map. You have so many spots for Valkyrie and so many C4 places which Valkyrie can be used. But obviously there's Cade, which can fall, and maybe even Smoke at this point, because God knows what's going to be pulled out of the bag.
Yeah, usually the standard ban, okay, that's not a standard ban from them, but usually the standard ban for MS is a Kaid. And I wonder why the Mira, because I mean, there's a lot of good Mira spots on Chalet, but usually people don't play Mira because of how attackers sided Chalet is. There's so much space for the attackers to attack in, there's really no room for a Mira to breathe in. So, but the Kaid ban does follow up with that. And I mean, some pretty standard bans on Chalet. Apart from Mira, I would have expected to see a Valkyrie along with the Kaid. Those are usually the normal bans. But a Mira is an interesting one to go with.
Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, I just, my sound. It's working. Alright, well, I'm back, and, I heard half what you said. Not, sound decided to stop working. But, first round, we're gonna see the Mav being open, the Mirror and Cade falling. Mav probably gonna be utilized throughout a lot, as we saw Mute being used by MS more than Loud, and it really didn't work out 1B. That Mute did no warding up potential. in the side of the defenders, and that's where Maverick's going to come and play for the Bandit if they bring a Bandit. But heading to Baron Gaming on their first site, I would see this 100% as a primary site with the Mirror. Mirror being banned probably was in their lineup, but Bandit was banned and by MS. But we'll see how they do without the Mirror. I've seen this many times before, especially with the 1i being in play to add on to the ADSs. Top blue shield, top fireplace shield. And it's going to be a strong defense, I'm betting. As MS, I don't believe they're going to be ready for this because they do have 4 nades. But yet they have 1i gadgets and ADS to burn through. And I don't think MS are going to get that just quietly. But with a Rooney being in play with the mechanical arm, having those simple rotating headlight holes is just going to swift up this start, and MF are looking to swift up this round as they begin to attack both library and fireplace windows.
Yeah, with their picks for this, the main negative about MSA is possibly the Maverick. Maverick doesn't have a lot of uses for this site because there's usually not a lot of walls that you could breach apart from there's office. But if you want to get that one on top of fireplace, but usually people don't really get that wall for obvious reasons. It's just a waste of utility. And that's the only weak spot I've seen in this lineup. They do have the buck in place, so they are allowed to make those vertical angles from above. There's a lot of vertical play to be had on Chalet, not just on this site, but the whole of Chalet in general. And Lucada on that buck is going to be the first one to get a pick, but he's also going to be the first one to be traded out. Discount and 2 kind of grab a kill each onto Mathox and Baby Shark. And MS, that's made even worse for Loud Esports as Discount grabs a kill from the fireplace windows. He does juice himself up to jump through the ringing gate. Does take a bit of damage as is expected because it is a laser sight. And the last player alive for Synex is down in basement. He's going to make his way up Great Stairs or up main stairs. And he's going to come into contact with Discount first. That's where the call is, but he's not going to connect, as that is a very fast round for MS. A very dominant one as well. And they grabbed the first round on Chalet on their attacks. I mean, it's expected. Chalet is a attacker side of the map. There's not a lot of room for the defenders to breathe in. And you can feel, it's so easy to feel suffocated on a map like Chalet, at least on, again, your defensive side.
Yeah, Discount doing what he does best, catching the Jaeger, rotating back up the main stairs. Fragging out 3k from him already to start it off. And I didn't expect that from MS with the frags back and forwards, and they were 2 up. And then another man fooled one after another, and MS win their first round on Chalet and the first round on map 2, being Chalet obviously, and they'll be heading to Master and Office. And if I saw correctly, yes, the Maverick will be brought once more by Toucan and will have a larger impact on this site, but still no Bandit being pushed out by Loud, and they know that they have a Mav and there's no reason to bring the Bandit except to maybe, bait out the C4 or something along those lines. But talking about C4s, you'd have 2 of them, and I talked about Valkyrie being utilised as well as Zero on the attack, but the amount of cams you can put away, you can place them, Coconut Bra, hit him alone can change the outcome of round. The amount of Valkyrie cams which I've seen him do, and I've seen competitive players use even in Pro League and SI 2022, all of it all comes down to him. And Swaz, if he's been watching those videos, he'll know all about it. Place those cam, he's got one in pocket, might keep it in pocket. Synex, I mean, he's aggressive in every map he's been in. Thank God he left that second, because Synex would have had his head taken off with the default cam there to catch him off guard. And what I've noticed is MS, and not just MS but Loud, any attacking team, they're really utilising their drone power and getting all the intel they need. But will it be too much intel, and will it just slow down the attackers even more? Maybe not. Then catching Synex once more will get him to 50 HP, but Synex is going to be running for his life. The hold below could crumble if Synex falls him, but I mean, leaving below, I don't know if anyone else believes. No, yes, Swaz and Mathox are beneath, which is very strong, as Swaz does have a C4, and A library Astro take will be the main push from MS, and even trying to pressure Swaz, who's beneath. Talking about beneath, Lequetta is going to be pushing up the bottom West May stairs, but then finds one as well as Asthma previously finding one. Swaz does find Lequetta on the refract, coming up West May stairs, then pushing into kitchen. Swaz tanking a lot of HP, and so does Discount on a slither, but being Thinker, he will boost himself back up to around 50 HP. And SMG 11 shotgun duos back at it once more. They had a 2v5 clutch and didn't make it there on Clubhouse. Will they do it this time on the second round? 1 minute 20 remaining for Machine Shoulders to work with. A lot of time, but Baby Shark might have 0 time left as he's on a slither of HP and one on the repel. Asthma going in, the nades coming out. 2 in Astro, the wallbang coming out from Baby Shark. The yellow pings, the amount of intel they have is phenomenal. Discount not being able to get the finish. Lasma on the other hand, looking to try and find this frag. The Thinker being boosted up. He knows there's a guy on the window, and he knows there's 2 people inside of Astro. He has the intel to work with to find this 1v4 clutch. But will it be a successful one? Lasmo going for the swing. He finds a headshot onto Discount, and now a 1v3 to work with as Lasmo's down. But Discount does find him on the rappel, or not on the rappel, on the breach, and that will be it. Well, no, Den finds him. Discount gets the finish down.
Yeah.
Getting a bit
I thought it
shambles.
was Asma.
I don't even know at this point. I don't even know.
Nah,
I saw the stream going back and forwards. When I'm not trying to complain or anything, but when I saw I think it was Asthma, or whoever shot through the breach, I saw Twitch like frozen in the air while rappelling in. It was really weird. But either way, they won the round, and MS are 2 rounds up, and Loud Esports will be there to try and win this third.
Use as many bombs as they can.
Wait, what side did they go to? I didn't get the right. I think
They
they,
go to,
they went
top.
back to Bar Gaming. That's an interesting one because the last round that we saw wasn't that long ago, round 1. MS completely dominated them on this side. So it's curious to see them go back here. And the change that I do see that kind of catches my eye is actually the Goyo, which is an interesting pick. I wonder how they think that will change things. Actually, I think the Goyo was played last time. I think this is the same exact lineup.
10 seconds to go.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
5
I
seconds.
believe so. Yeah, I believe it is the same.
Yeah, I
Attackers are
think
heading out to
so.
defuse a bomb.
Okay. Well, it's interesting that they go back here. I feel like the last round wasn't really that much different from the very first round that we saw MS win. So I wonder what they changed with this strat. It doesn't look like they changed much. They put the shields in the same place. They have the same holes in the same parts of the triple wall or the double paneled wall that is in library, as well as the one in that little box of library as well. And they also still have that shield on top of those west main stairs. But it looks like the main focus for MS here is going to be on the library, which is almost always the main attack for a lot of attackers. They do want to get control of library because that's where all the fun starts with vertical play. You still have this buck and play as well, which can make those vertical angles happen. And you also have Den on this ace-type window.
Yeah, library is going to be pushed from many angles, but Swaz, he's been everywhere at this point. Will he find the double? No. He does find Den and gets Loquetta to 50 HP? Asthma? I don't really know what's going on. Synax gets 2 counter low HP, but I mean, Asthma has been about 3 team kills in these 2 maps. And Asthma, he does redeem himself, some would say, as he takes out Swaz, but still a 4v3 where it should be a 4v4 plus library control with Loquetta had, and that's just a shocker. That could be game, and even round changing for that matter. Asthma on the windows, he will need to force the jump in with 15 seconds remaining, but Mathox will be there to hold it down. Discount's on the windows, looking for the members of Site Shark, who's sitting downstairs trying to watch them rotating the jump in. Mathox nearly gets caught off guard with the reload time, but finds a headshot onto Asthma. A shot by him finds them 2-4 two members up in the 2-4 situation. Discount will be trying to support Toucan. He's currently on the window. There is a man close window. Will he get the call up? And no, you should have gone up the ladder. You should have gone up the ladder, Toucan. As Synax is going to be able to utilize that and find that kill. This time nearly getting his arm torn off. But Synax jumping out the window. Where did he come from? He jumped out the window. He came up the stairs. Jumped out the window, find that kill. And there goes Loud with the revenge they need. 2-1 wrap. 2-1.
Yeah. On a side note, completely unrelated, I do like that Jaeger 416 carbine, 416C carbine skin that the Nyx was rocking. That reminds me a lot of when I used to watch Shaiko on stream play
Yeah.
a lot before he went back to Pro League, and he just used to destroy everybody with that gun. But anyways, that was before it got heavily nerfed, by the way. But
Yeah.
Kitchen Dining is the site now for the defense. And the frost does come out. And you know what? On Kitchen Dining on Chalet, at least, I see the frost usually come out a lot of the time. Because on the first floor, there's a lot of sneaky areas. I mean, on this whole map, there's a lot of sneaky places where you can place those frost mats. But most notably in the plant, if you can see on your screen, there's a plant. There's a lot of plants in the western side of dining that a lot of frost players usually put in the
Attackers have discovered the
garage.
location
Is
of
that even
bombs.
what it's called? Anyway.
Yeah.
And there's also the plants in the hallway where people usually hide it, and it's just mainly because they're so well hidden within the plants. People usually will either back up thinking they're safe, and then they get caught in the frost map. And obviously, sometimes
10
frost
seconds
players,
to
like what
insertion.
Swaz is doing, put them in front of walls or in front of breaches, where players usually try and breach through a wall, and then they just walk straight into the frost map, which I'm thinking that Swaz might think a Buck or Sledge might do, because they can't tell what picks Machine Soldiers have for weekend, and the Buck does come through, so usually Buck players usually just open up that wall, and then they just walk right in, and they don't really expect the frost map being there. But that is up to Machine Soldiers and how focused they are for this match as it starts. And it looks like the focus actually is in the basement for Lucetta the Buck. He's not going to push from above. He's just going to do what a Buck player does, and that's, again, push from below in Car Garage. He opens some angles up and he around, and he might catch the rotation from a Loud Esports player going down the West Main stairs. But there's also a player in the trench, and that's the Maverick, and I can see the pixel, I can see the outline. If he just peeks out by a little second, he might just get killed here. But the kill comes from elsewhere, and it's Baby Shark to grab Lucetta. That's the trade onto the Buck that just killed his own teammate. And now it's an even man count with about 2 minutes left to go for Machine Soldiers.
Before we go any further, I just think our pixel was regular, but before we go any further. Oh, is that an entry into sight? They're already in sight. Them times the kill. Forget about what I was going to speak about, but he gets a refrag. I mean, nearly killing his teammate. Asthma finds it come to Mathox. But before we go any further into this round, I just want to say, when Loud won that round, I was looking back at the stream, and when Loquetta was TK'd by Asthma, it was so unfortunate because they had that library control and then they lost it because of the TK. But Asthma, as speaking about it, he finds Swaz, and Synax left alive, and Discount with the LMG pre-fire you can hear. I think that was a one tap. I'm pretty sure that was a one tap, if I'm pretty sure. That was a one tap, right? It's one tap.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I looked back at the stream as well, and I saw Den comment and say, if this is a TK contest, we win. And I mean, there's been a lot of TKs, mainly from the side of MSA. I mean, especially in that round.
It could have been 4-0 up if they didn't have that TK and library, because they had library control and then they lost it. The life we live in, the Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, they just been TKing so many. I wonder if that's nerve starting to hit them. They aren't the favorites according to the community poll to win this whole finals, but I did expect them to win it. And a lot of other people probably did as well, especially if they watch Talent League a lot. That's not to say Loud Esports fans don't watch Talent League a lot. I'm pretty sure you do. Everybody who is in chat right now does pay attention to the league standings and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like maybe it's the pressure of them being a major league team. They put themselves under such high expectations, especially the last time I talked to them he puts the whole team into such loud expectations. And if you talk to any of them, you can tell they have a bunch of confidence to show. And to some, they might seem cocky, but I love that type of confidence. The type of confidence that says, yeah, I can win this game. It's so easy. We knew we could win this match. We knew we could do this, and we're just playing our game, and I love that. But I wonder if it's the pressure on themselves, not really from the people watching
Locate
the
a bomb
game,
and defuse it.
that's starting to like affect those team kills a little bit, because it's important team kills. It's not just like the 5v1 and somebody just dies automatically. These are important team kills and important parts of the round. And I mean, it's unfortunate, but we move, and this time we move onto the side of kitchen dining, and here comes the attack. I mean, you see Asthma on these west side windows. Well, okay, there goes the first pick for Lasmo as he grabs Stin. And unfortunately, very early on, Machine Soldiers are a man down to start this run out.
Yeah, and it's the same on the clubhouse. When they're a man down, they seem to lose the rounds. And what I know, I believe every time they've lost a man early, they've lost the round. I believe, because that's when they lost a man early. But either way, the refrag comes up by Discount, who ended on those windows with the last kill for Machine Shoulders, and will open on the exact same windows for the first kill, and he's trying to keep this open, and it's going to be a West main push from the Quetta and both Discount, helping each other out as they trying to push inside, but that hatch being open does allow the rotate from Loud Esports, any anchoring members inside, to drop back and take the Quetta off guard. And will that happen? We're not too sure, but Asma still in the repelling windows. Den did fall previously, losing 2 smokes, but they will try to get this vertical pressure above. He could go for the jump in, but he doesn't have the wall hacks we do. He can't see the red outlines. But for what we know, it's going to be looking like a standoff from both MS and Loud Esports.
Yeah, a minute and 15 left to go. MS, well, I was gonna say they were in a man advantage, but I can't count. It's a 4v4. It's an even man count, but they still have time to go. This is, well, plenty of time on a map like Chalet, which is, so again, I said it before, but attacker sided, and they just have to gain map control, because right now they just at a standstill. There's no real direct attack coming from MS. You do have a player in the basement. You do have Discount on these west side windows. But other than that, there's not really a lot of, they don't seem to have a lot of options into sight, and they need to make a push now. But Mad Doc's going to put Asthma there. And now this looks very, very bad for MS. As again, these angles being held from above from Mad Doc is going to catch him off guard. Lucada grabs a kill 2-con as well. Mad Doc grabs the 3rd kill between those flurry of kills, and now it's a 2v2 with 20 seconds up to go. You do have the buck of Lucada in sight, but 2-con is not there to support him, and Lucada dies elsewhere from above, again from these holes from Mad Doc, and it leaves 2-con in a 1v2. Does have diffuser, he can plant, and he will plant with 5 seconds up to go, but Cynic from the hallway grabs him, and this round is now Loud Esports as they make a slight comeback. I think it's now 3-2.
Yes, and my mathematics was right. They lost their first kill, and then they lost the round. It's happened probably 95% of the time, including Clubhouse as well. They've lost that first man, and they've lost the round because of it. And MS, they've got 1 round left of attacking, and saying that I find in an attack-sided map, especially when not going basement, because that is the most attack-sided site ever, it's still more attack-sided than it is defensive, right? You've got some sites which are somewhat even, but it is attack-sided, and Machine Soldiers, I've said it again, Machine Soldiers will try to find the 4th round on their attack before they head to the defense.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, they want to grab this 4-2 lead because, well, attackers, at least when you're starting out an attacker-sided map like Chalet or even Coastline or even any other map, there's very few of them on Siege that are attacker-sided, but you want to grab as much of a lead as you can, or grab as many rounds as you can on your attack, so that when you're in your defense, you're in a good spot, not only, well, tactically or whatever the case may be for the game at least, but also mentally, just so you can carry that same energy that you had on your attacks onto your defensive half. That way you can further your lead, you can put yourself on match point, and then you claim the match. Easier said than done, but that is as simple as I can put it without going into too much detail. But again, this is, I think, the third time that we see Loud Esports on this site, and this, I think they lost this. No, they won this site once and then they lost it. So there you go. They have a 1-1 record. They're even for now, unless MSA have something to say about it. The attack does come through, and I wonder if they're gonna go for the same attack. I hope they would. You see Asma again on this library window going on an upside down rappel, and you also have this is the same setup. You have somebody on that big window on top of fireplace stairs. And then you also have Asmo on the big window of library, just hanging upside down, opening up some holes to put pressure onto these players on that fireplace balcony. And it looks like Machine Soldiers' setup for their attack on this site is, well, clear and cut. They just want to grab vertical control. That way they can finally make an attack and push onto site.
Yeah, that is going to be the main idea and plan for Lasmo. He will be shaking around with God knows what sense he's running, probably 2,000 DPI looking like, but they've already lost his top floor control, library and top blue stairs, all of this vertical, all in the hands of MS as Asma gets one. The quest will fall to Mathox's MP5 and Hollow, but Discount will be right back at it with his LMG as Synex falls. And a 4v3 Mathox on the rotate back. Discount will not be able to find the double for him as he wanted to, but this vertical has been swiftly easy for MS and their Toucan and his team as Baby Shark just find one, but still a 3v3. But this vertical control is going to be so useful for MS, especially with 1 minute 5 remaining to use it. They've got nades, they've got flashes, they've even got they've got nades and smokes, not only flashes anymore, but they've also got a man up as Denstra finds that come to Baby Shark in a 3v2. They've got Diffuser above as well if they decide they want to get it. I mean, he is looking at Diffuser and he will tell the fellow Hardsport to go get it. Mathox will be caught off guard by the Discount on the main stairs. Nearly gets his head being caught out by
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Pixel, the slow crouch walk. His arm gets torn off as no intel will be on the side of Loud Esports. It's looking like a 4-2. The 1v3 which Lasmo needs the clutch. Pushing into the game site. Too many angles he needs to worry about. Going for the swing. Densha on the window will clean him up. And there goes their 4-2 split, which MS wanted, as they want to crawl back from the 1-0 map deficit and get it 1-1.
Now we get to see them on their defensive half. And this was a side that I was very critical of on Clubhouse. I said that they looked, well, I felt like, I can't remember what exactly I said. I just felt like it was a bit, their defensive half on Clubhouse was very, well, in a more blunt way of putting it, was pretty bad. But now on Chalet, that might be a little bit different because the first site that we do see is Bar Gaming. The difference in the line being that the Wamai isn't brought out, the Mozzie is, and that's really the only difference in the lineups on the defensive side for Machine Soldiers Academy between them and Loud Esports. As we see this round start off, and it's the same lineup that we do see from Loud Esports that they've been rocking for this whole tournament. We have the Ash of Synex, we have Maddox on Finka, we have Swaz on Ayana, Baby Shark on Sledge, but Plasmo is now on the Ace. And I mean, on this site in particular, I say like, well, hard breachers aren't really that useful. You only really need the one. And I feel like Ace or Habano works just as well as one another. It doesn't really matter which one you pick.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you decide to choose, but for Lasmo, it will be the Ace. But, I mean, Hibana in this situation would be helpful. But for the attack, Loud will be heading onto the Bar Gaming site where they once lost and they will try to win. Synex go for the quick entry, which we've seen too many times before and it's worked too many times, especially in Clubhouse. And a man near Kitchen in the West Main area as Synex crouch walks his way up into there, and this kitchen hold will be absolutely annihilated as the C4 comes out, and Cinex finds the kill onto Denstra. And there it goes, the first two men to fall. Cinex get finally the kill onto Denstra, and Mathox falling alongside him. 2 minutes 20 remaining, and this kitchen hold's not really looking like a hold anymore, as Cinex is walking through it as if it's a walk in the park. He will be going beneath, trying to go to the blue stairs, maybe going up garage or the main stairs, but Mozzie could have stayed on that camera for one more second. Might just do that to see if Cinex will be caught off guard. Baby Shark going in above. Cinex slowly crouch, shift walking his way up the blue stairs. This is where his fragility and his strength is so well utilized by him. And we have Toucan inside the site, holding from this head tight holds, but Cinex, he's got a guy on his top stairs. He's very sneaky. He will find the Mozzie off guard and has the top blue stairs control. The knife comes out, and here it falls. Cinex having this control so quickly and swiftly. He is a snake, but talking about shots. Asthma gets the headshot onto Cinex. Swaz was going to follow up with this control, but not anymore, as Asthma has kept the chances of MS's defenses alive for longer. A 3v3 as the man count is even.
Oh my god, I accidentally opened my paint.net. But anyways, here goes the round, continuing with a minute left to go for, I almost said MS, but Loud Esports on their attack. They do have plenty of control in this top floor, just not complete control of it, as you guys can tell, because there's, well, one player, I think that player just died. There's actually still, well, no, there is nobody upstairs anymore. They do have complete control of this top floor, because Potato was the only one there, but he's dead, and it's now with 3v2. 30 seconds left to go. Asthma with a nice shot on Wise, collecting heads with that, and seeing Lasmo has almost set himself ablaze, and he doesn't really have a lot to do here. He doesn't have any Soma charges, so he can't use his utilities to open up more of the site if he could. And I mean, with his utility, it's not really for that. And now they're just attacking this door. There goes the shot from Lasmo. He gets into sight. He's starting to plant. Toucan is on his foot table. He might kill him, and he does down him, but he can't escape Shark. And there goes the kill and the round in favor of Loud Sports on their first attack on Chalet.
It's been stabilized for that 1 second longer, in Shark being finishing off the man rotating back round as 4-3 as Loud find themselves one round closer away from MS, and MS, they will be going to back to exactly the same side, but that round was really all on Cinex. He found the man top blue stairs, he found the early frag and kitchen, he annihilated the kitchen hold. He moved on to annihilate the man in blue. They get traded off by Asthma with the 1.5 DMR on the defensive side, but either way, the round falls into his hands as him and his team will be going the same lineup. 90% sure the same lineup, and will be attacking the same place. Will it be the same, or will they prepare for Cinex's sneaky pushes, but with no Legion or Ella to react to his aggressive sneaky plays? It will be an open door for Cinex if he decides to go for it again. But MS, they've been caught way too many times. Not only this map 1B, but also last map. You know, just sneaky from Cinex. It's first letter of his name. Pretty sure that S stands for sneaky, because, you know, Sneaky Snake, he is in these first two maps. But either way, heading back to the site, we've seen the same thing for Loud when they were defending as well, and it was kind of like a 50-50. They had the win, a close, or lose from a close as well. But we'll see how it ends up, as Asthma with the DMR on the defense will try to find some more crispy headshots in the side of the library hold, I believe, because he did play inside last time, but might be looking like he'll play top floor for now. And that's a great angle to hold. That's pretty crispy as well. I mean, the amount of fancy angles you can get again, and don't tell me Cinex is going to do the same thing. Asthma is going to be on the support, as he's going to be safe inside library on those cameras, watching Cinex's every movement. And 1B, if Cinex manages to do it again, what a shambolic performance it's going to be for that for MS.
This it's a lot of weird sneaky plays coming in from Loud Esports that simply MS just aren't predicting whatsoever. And I wouldn't blame him if it I would blame him if it happened again. The first time I didn't really blame them. It would catch me off guard too, but for this round, if it does happen again, it's a question of how much are you willing to let Loud Esports get away with on their attack here. But the round still goes on. Nobody's dead on either one of these teams yet. It's still a 5v5. Everybody has their full man count here, but not a lot is going on this Loud Esports attack. They don't really have a lot of map control. Well, actually, they do. They do have that whole north side in control of themselves. They have that part of the second floor down in their bellies, but they gotta get more than that, because the timer is not clicking down in their favor. It's clicking down in favor of MS, and if they allow the time to go even lower than this, MS are in a big advantage. Still a 5v5. Nobody's just picking nobody off, and there's not even like Loud Esports right now just aren't taking the initiative to find anybody running around the site, and they now have a minute left to go. This is a bit weird. This is not what I'm used to seeing from Loud Esports. Not at all. I don't know what's going on.
Yep, you don't really know what's going on. It's been a standoff for, 90, or looking into 90% of this round. And I mean, still a standoff, really. No frags even coming out. It's getting close, but Asper finds the kill. Will he find a double? No, he won't, as Discount gets a kill, but Lasmo finds him, as now it's in a 4v3. Machine Soldiers with that more man up. 20 seconds remaining. It's been a standoff for so long, but the kills flying out left, right, and center. Mathok able to find Denstra. He will be trying to look for a double on to Laqueta in that connector split site. The nade coming out, landing nothing on him. Dropping the hatches will be the idea for Loud as they attack. Lasmo on the plant, Discount with a C4 in hand, so does Toucan. No C4's coming out. No one's down. Mathok's very low. The swing from the head tied to the last bullet inside of Mathok's mag. Will find the head. Toucan goes for the swing. It's a 2v1 all left up to Cinex. Toucan, Laqueta do not know his position. Cinex in a power play. If he wins out this round, he finds one onto Toucan. It's a 1v1 situation. Laqueta knows position. Will he go for the pre-fight? Goes for the crouch PK, and yes he does. And a headshot from Laqueta takes out Cinex, and what a round by Machine Soldiers to keep it alive as they once were doing.
One thing that I can say in criticism of Machine Soldiers, because I have to say it, well, actually, you know what, I just saw the jukebox position, so maybe that's why he couldn't see the planter on time. Because take note, there was a player in hallway. They do have those holes opened up on that wall in the hallway into sight. I'm guessing the jukebox blocked his position, but the player playing in the hallway on those holes, I felt like should have gotten the kill on the planters sooner or later. There's also another player into sight, so I do have to take that into account as well. But I felt like that was a little bit question marks on how that plant was able to get off. But this is the first time we're seeing this site, master bedroom and office, and I have to say I didn't, I just noticed this, but that, again, like I said, it's the first time we're seeing this site, and it's a favorite amongst defenders on Chalet.
I think we've seen this site once by Loud, but it was only once and it was very short, and we didn't really see the full attack, but definitely it does seem to be favorited. But we do see what I did spot is the sledge being traded out for the IQ. And that spot of the Echo definitely pushed that IQ forward into being in play, and see what Shark can do. He's been on the sledge for, a game and a half. And we'll see what he can follow up with as he's been rocking with the support, and he will be doing the same thing, trying to locate and isolate those Echo drones, because I mean, even though they're not invisible, the places you can hide them. And if Asthma sitting in the bathtub, ready to just chill out and sit on the drones, giving intel to roamers such as Laqueta and Denshaw in these spicy positions where they're going to need the intel. But the start of the round, as Machine Soldiers are one round away from the match point, onto Loud's map, which is a Chalet, obviously, and it happened oppositely. The aggressive play by Mathox, but will discount be there? Luqueta will find one discount, another. The head swinging play from Mathox will go nowhere except to straight onto spectating. His teammates is Loud. You really gotta, if you want to play aggressive, you're gonna need intel to go with it. Swaz was 1 second too late to find the feet of discount. Talk about discount. He's on 13 whipping kills and Asthma 4 kills behind. We don't really see that much fragging capability on the side of Loud.
Yeah, I don't know why, but from my perspective, I thought Squads fell off the whole entire building. I had like a mini heart attack. I don't know why I thought that.
I don't know what's going on from your side perspective, but either way, the 3v5 will be 2-man lead in the favor of Machine Soldiers, as their defensive master bedroom is looking very strong and powerful, as we see. Baby Shark going again quite blank and blind, to be honest. He knows there's a man on the stairs. That's all he knows. As last time I saw Den, he was in the kitchen side, and Baby Shark will find Discount, and Discount will find himself in 13 and 6, not being able to get his 14th. But yeah, but as I was saying, Discount and Asthma, they've been really following up, and the only person who's been following up as much as them, not even as much as Asthma, is Cinex. And talking about frank ability, this shows that the rounds being won by Loud are very close, and the rounds winning by Machine Soldiers are all about the fragging and getting these members up, which is what we love to see from them. But 3v5, 46 remaining. The breach comes out when my projectiles will be used. The flank coming out from Luqueta will find himself one, but not another. The boost from Swaz will get him up to 25 HP, but 3v2, no, but 3v1, and Asper finds the head. A lovely shot on Swaz. A 1v3 capability. Clutch here does not have diffuser. He's got to go for the push. Echo drones still in the hands of Asma. He will be using them. A 1v2. The man inside closet. He's just going to be wasting time. The Thinker can revive himself, but the shotgun from Denstra finishes him off. That Thinker will not be healing himself anymore, but match point for Machine Soldiers on Loud's map.
I got interrupted midstream by somebody trying to talk to me. Somebody just came into my room, and then I had to tell them to leave. I didn't tell them to leave. I answered their questions, but I was saying for Swaz. I mean, not Swaz. Sorry, for Loud Esports. Or well, yeah, for Swaz. I just thought he fell off. That was the reason why I had like a mini heart attack. I don't know why I thought that, because at least on that you have a ground to land on. But anyways. At least for Loud Esports, the main reason why I felt like they lost that round was mainly because of Mathox and Cinex just being so over aggressive, being way too hot in their entry. And unfortunately, with the positions, at least unfortunately for Loud Esports, with the positioning from Machine Soldiers Academy and caught him off guard. I mean, I think it was Mathox from the Ayana who kind of went in. He went in from library into that little box area, and then he goes into the library hallway. There's a player right behind him, but he doesn't know that, and he doesn't have info on that player. The same thing happened with Cynic, but I didn't really see how he got killed, but I'm assuming it's at least similar or the exact same way. And when you're a 2-man down, it's one thing to be 1 man down, but when you're 2 men down, that's made even worse, and that really screws your chances over for winning a round. And I don't know, that round was a little bit awkward from Loud Esports, and this is their map pick. They're looking very awkward on their own map pick, much like MS on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I was saying that, the map which they choose is always the map which they lose. That really rhymes. The map which they choose, they always seem to lose. Oh yeah, vibing. Yeah, all right. Back to the gamers. Mathox once more playing aggressive in these aggressive situations. He's always. I've realized by many Loud players, they get intel, but they don't get as much as they need to go for these entry fragging plays. But Cynics, nothing will be stopping him, as he knows his aggressive play style. could get caught jumping out the window with Lequetta with the shotgun. Jones coming out, but the nuke jammer stopping directly. That the shotgun does exactly that. Synax on 1 HP and a shotgun from that distance, literally on his head. That's a shocker. Synax is very lucky, and he needs to have a big impact on this round because he was given a second chance by the Rainbow Six Siege god. But 1 minute 40 remaining, the breach is slowly starting to getting open. Lequetta will tank some HP to below 50 on these windows, and it will be Synax, his rival. He will be boosted up a lot by the Thinker juice, but he will be close one as this Pixel will be one to fight, but he decides to leave as Lequetta will use his smoke canisters for another time, and it's looking like a quick execute from MS, and they have 5-place control, but Mathox can't be messing up those nades, and that's just an unfortunate one to lose. Swaz will find discount. Lequetta's still fighting on these windows. What a headshot by him as Swaz falls. A 3v4 with 1 minute remaining. It's all up to this push by Synax to get this vertical control. Toucan will hear the man, but doesn't know the exact position. It's looking like a 50-50 swing, but Synax finds the one up, and the man top Astro will nearly get killed off by Synax, but he lives longer. This Lequetta again, he survived, and he will keep on doing it. The C4 below will try to bait out some kind of angle, as then she'll rotate back up West Main Stairs. Synax, he's everywhere at this point, on the windows, left, right, center, but the only thing left, right, center is the bodies falling on the floor as Asma and Lasmo fall down. A 2v2, no C4 in hand, and only 2 canisters left in the side of Machine Shoulders for this match point win. 3 rounds if they want to win after this, but Baby Shark will find some bullets off the breach. A double for Lequetta. 15 seconds to keep this alive for Chalet. Baby Shark will be caught from behind if he doesn't go for it, but diffuser in hand. He's gonna have to go for the defuse. One above. He's gonna drop it. Smoke canister going out. It's a suicide play, but he finds one.
No.
But Densher on the hatch he will save the KD. But either way, there goes Chalet, and there goes Loud's map choice, and there goes the second map. And what's a map?
Yeah, it's the opposite really of what we saw on the Clubhouse. For MS, it was looking extremely rough on their own map pick, and in this sense, for Chalet, for Loud Esports, that was just as rough as what we saw from MS on Clubhouse. It was, I don't know, that's not how I'm used to seeing, at least throughout this whole tournament. That's not how I'm used to seeing Loud Esports play whatsoever. They seemed a little bit stagnant on their attacks, and then their defenses were, I felt like, pretty okayish up until well, not for the very first 3 rounds that they lost, but other than that, their defense was okayish. Their attacks were the main reason why they lost that map, and it's because again they were way too stagnant. They were way too passive, and that's so uncommon on a map like Chalet. That's not how you usually play Chalet.
It's
But
like a map like Coastline. Sorry to cut you off. It's like a map like
yeah,
Coastline. It's like, what about getting frags? But I think how Loud decided to go for on the attack, they tried to force it too much. Like you saw Synax going for those plays, just blindly peeking. Like any intel. So is Discount as well. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But 5-minute break as we heard it. 1B, you can send it off this time.
yeah. Very good map too. This is 1-1 now in the series, and we are gonna head into a 5-minute break. The next map that we are going to go into is actually going to be Cafe, and I believe this is Loud Esports map pick. Oregon, sorry.
Oregon.
So that's actually Machine Soldiers map pick. So we're going on to Oregon. That is map number 3, and we will see you in about 5 or so minutes.
See you in 5 minutes. Welcome back to Talent League on the Grand Finals in Europe. Me and 1B ready to cast map 3, this being Oregon. Both teams are ready, but before we head straight into Oregon, we've got a little announcement about Titan Series. Team Wanted, Machine Soldiers, who are playing today, playing right now, for a fact. QVG Esports, Wes Esports, Young Stars, and have been invited to our Titan Series. And our qualifiers have ended today for the remaining 4 spots. We have Humble Academy, units spelt big, take away 2 spots already. One losers bracket game is being played right now to see who will take that Titan Series spot, and the last one is being played tomorrow to see which team will be coming up against all the big teams which we've seen in Titan Series. We'll see in a Talent League throughout, but 1B, we're back here on the stage. Machine Soldiers on the attack again. They have not started one defensive time from any of these maps. Thatcher going, not a surprise, probably a Flores alongside. I mean, it's not a no-brainer to bring the Flores back.
Yeah, especially on a map like Oregon. I've said it before in other stream channels, but just to eliminate those power positions, the Flores makes that easier, and there you go. You could play mute to counter the Flores, but usually it's just not as effective
Yeah.
as just betting him out, right? And so that's exactly what Machine Soldiers are gonna do. Now it's yet to be seen what they are gonna bring for the defensive bin, but I expect a Kaid, Valkyrie, Jaeger, or Wamai.
Amira.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, the thing is with the mirror, it's mainly good on that downstairs site, especially in E-box holding bunker and the laundry one. But the thing is, if Flores goes, the mirror has to go alongside it. Because if you don't have it's really just so difficult to get with that mirror. Unless you've got a Twitch which can wiggle its way through. But Cade, as you said, 1B, it falls off the drawing board for both teams. And good luck and fun to both of the teams as we head to map 3, which could be the game-changing map.
Yeah, it's this map. I feel like if either one of these teams win the map, that'll tell me who will probably end up taking potentially last map that we do have, which I think is Cafe. So, um, I don't know. I feel like this map is the end all be all. I mean, we do have plenty of maps to go, but I feel like if one team wins this map, then that really does tell the story of what the next map will hold for us. But as you guys can tell, Machine Soldiers do start on attack, and Loud Esports are on defense. The Ulsa being 6 picked by Den from the Sophia, and we do have a Buck, Nomad, Maverick Not the Finka. Sorry, it was from the Zof. He 6 picked the
Defenders,
Osa from the
protect your
Zof.
bombs from being
But
defused
like I
by
said,
attackers.
Finka, Osa, Nomad, Maverick, Buck. And then the first site that we do head on to for the defensive half for Loud Esports is none other than second floor. Kids, as people like to call it.
Yeah, kids' dorms, kids' bedroom, whatever you blaming want to call it. But what we're calling it is the first round, the primary site for Loud Esports on Oregon Map 3 of the Grand Finals. And this is going to be the map which decides which team goes to
10
match
seconds
point
left before
in total in the map decisions.
5 seconds
And Loud starting in defense again. I've already said it. Loud starting defense again.
Attackers must locate
It seems
and
like
defuse a bomb.
they've just got too much momentum going forward. But talking about momentum, that's exactly what they follow up with. Cinex finds that kill on the main door. Yeah, the main door. I believe that was a run out maybe. Denstra falls, and I mean, that's unfortunate that, I mean, they're just not prepared, especially the first round. You don't really expect that, and you might not expect a run out either. Mathos trying to add up onto it. Nope, but I believe it was Toucan and Laquetta too quick to get onto the balcony and to secure their spot. But no, sorry, it wasn't Toucan, it was Laquetta. Toucan and Asma will be going for the Attic side take. No one roaming below for them to worry about, really, especially about the Nomad air jabs alongside them, so they can relax. They can try and get some angles, but Swaz has got a shield on him. And that'll be smoke shield, and see if that can affect the way they push this. But without an wide, they've only got 2 ADSs, and there burns. The nade comes out. Toucan will find one nade onto the shield, breaking. He has one nade if he wants to try and locate the kill. But 1 minute 40 remaining, and they are a man down, so they're wanting to try and find kill. Cinex, on the other hand, still playing aggressive, even though he's got 1 kill. He's looking to get more and more and more.
Yeah, at the moment, MS's attack. This is kind of common, at least from what we've seen for both of these teams' attacks. Apart from that, there goes a trade from Discount. Finally, that did take a while, but there goes the trade nonetheless. Asmo is looking at the head of a player, and you find him in that Mathox. He was that was a little bit of a head glitch coming in from Mathox, but he was finally killed in that deep roam that he did have in the first floor, the whole first floor. He was like in small tower, and then he moved his way into meeting, and now it's a 4v3 man advantage for the team. With a minute left to go. They do have some holes opened up in attic, that's why there are 2 of them in attic, and they do have some holes opened up on Game's Breach, but Lasmo answers back with the kill onto, oh my god, it was a kill from Lasmo. 2 kills, 1 kill each for Lucada and Toucan, but there goes the 1 tap from Swaz, as he has 2 players out with player on the right stairs, and he knows this because he's just gave away his own position. But Swaz's position is also known as well. The plant has gone down in that default plant position, and there goes the kind into attic to grab the rotate from Swaz. And Swaz obviously didn't know he would be right there because he didn't react on time. And there goes the first round for MS, a spicy one to start off Oregon.
Very spicy indeed as MS. They start their rampage, even though they lost the early frag. They still were able to crawl back in. We saw the plant going down in the end by Toucan, and a swift entry through attic, getting the control, and smoothly making their way to the plant spot. Not default, but the plant spot, which they were protected by in Toucan. 1 step ahead of Swaz. Swaz did get a crispy 1 tap though. He did get a fresh 1 tap, which was good to see. But obviously the 1v2 was in the hands of MS, and they did not throw it out. But that, although it will change their idea, and they will be going downstairs to laundry supply room. And this is where the forest ban really comes into effect. MS did ban Flores, even though they're on the attack first. But it might affect them, as this shield will be supported by most likely 3 ADSs, or 2 ADSs plus loads of 1 projectiles in support of this smoke, wasting time, slowing down the attackers if they decide to go for the bunker push. But with Nomad, even though we did see the Nomad playing in the attic with Toucan on the kids bank, I mean, it could be a possibility that they go top down with the Maverick, because it's a possibility. with Cade being banned, they can get the hatches. Even if it was Cade, they have Mav, and that's what it's going to be used for. But with them going, if they decide to go top down, they're going to have to be faced with many roamers in the side of Loud, and these roamers would be Mathox and Synex, which are both very fragile players. And Synex already found his kill, which was a spawn peek, which is very dirty by him. And we'll see how this round turns out. Mathox being droned. The Synex still staying undercover. He doesn't really like their members there, but Machine Shoulders, they're going to have to walk into their gunfire at some point in this round. Let's see when they do it and if they will come out on top.
It's a lot of stalling out on the well defense attack as time is being wasted mainly. But I mean, actually no, really, there's a lot of time. I don't know why I thought a minute or so left. But the push does the angles are being established by Lucator right now in this attic as he does destroy that one soft flooring that one piece of small flooring that is an attic, trying to get an angle on these back stairs. That's where Baby Shark was. He does have some barbed wire there. He also has the Mossberg in hand, so if somebody does decide to walk down there, he can easily just swing. And he's going to be the only player there because Mathox and Swaz have retreated over to the south side of the site. All 5 of them actually. No, I'm sorry. Synex comes from Kiss and he gets flicked on by Den. The LMG does go burr, and it does go burr on Synex as he is the first pick of this round. I was going to say all 5 of them are on site. Synex surprised me, but I'm surprised he didn't get that kill onto Den. That was right in front of him. That was for the taking. That was basically a freebie. And now in this round, Loud, the minute and 10 left to go for MS are man down. But MS don't really have a lot of options into this site. There's really not a lot of options on any of the sites in Oregon, but basement is made even worse for the fact that you just jump, you have to put yourselves into positions where you're right in front of the guns of the defense. And at the moment, Machine Soldiers Academy can't seem to figure out where to push. Time is ticking down, mainly in the advantage of Loud Esports. Even though they are a man down, they do have a very good possibility of winning this round based on the time alone. And if MS decides to panic right here and right now, it could be their demise. With 30 seconds up to go, again, you hear the buck go off with the skeleton key. Here goes the push. There goes the kill from Mathox. He might find a second, and he does. Here goes Aslan with the trade, and there goes Aslan with the second. There goes the third, this time for Toucan, and it's now a 3 for Lasmo. Here goes the push onto site. Aslan does have, and he's not left. There goes the one-shot from Lasmo.
What?
Second, but he doesn't. He looks the wrong way. Lucetta is right, bud. Where are you looking?
Lasmo! Where did that come from? What?
Oh my god.
What? What? I am shocked. I am shocked. Where the hell did what? That was the best kill I have seen this game.
That was a, I mean, usually when you see flicks like that, people, they just hold down the spray button. He flicked, one tapped them, and then proceeded to casually look into sight as if he didn't do that.
Bro.
Jesus Christ, that was nice from Lasmo.
Now, not nice. That was beautiful. That was amazing.
That was amazing. But
I mean, he didn't get the 1v3 clutch.
It was good, but it wasn't good enough. And I mean, those are the type of kills that players like me could dream of getting. Usually I spray. And I have kind of. Sometimes. Oh, there you go. But we're gonna go back to this basement site, and I wonder what's going to change here. They have the same exact lineup. I wonder if it's just the thought process of, oh, we just didn't really win our shots, or we just collapsed at the final seconds, because then it was only about 30 seconds left to go for MS, so they had to just directly push the defenders on site. And in that sense, at least on Oregon, you are at a disadvantage when you have to do stuff like that, because the defenders have already established their position. They aren't going to be moved unless they're killed or unless they're pressured off to do so. And I felt like Loud probably should have lost that round, but they did. But here goes Cynic down again on this same site. He's gonna be doing a deep roam on his second floor, and he's gonna be the only one to do so. Oh well, apart from Max, who's there as a support in big tower. But the pressure is going to come in through those drones gathering intel, but also through entry fraggers, Machine Soldiers Academy, taking quick map control on this second floor and also on this first floor, especially with Den and also Asthma. Den being coming in from garage and also Asthma coming from small tower. But there goes what the hell was that? The run from Cinex into kitchen, I think that is. And Den probably heard that as well. I'm pretty sure.
Then, and I was gonna say Asthma, but not anymore. Mathox, he's absolutely annihilated two people. Mathox on a rampage, definitely a nice shot coming out from Den, and I mean, crispy as it can be. I mean, a 3 versus 5 now. This is where Loud finally show, or more important, Mathox and Cynics on the roam game, doing what they do best, finding more and more frags. Discount goes for the push, but no, the man on the right-hand side will catch him off guard. Mathox with a triple on that topic as well. Quetta will fall and Toucan will be in the 1v5. Will he decide to take the 1 minute 20 to speak with his team, or will he go for it? 2 rounds up, it's looking like he'll just wait patiently. I mean, what I'm wanting from Mathox is to whip out the pistol and run out main door and try and go for a 1-tap. If he does, my prediction would be, well, that bird, yo, do you want any more of the stream, man? Yo, come on, yo, no, that bird's vibing, bro. It's like Logan Paul, man. What? Can we go back to the birds? I prefer the birds, to be honest. I'll probably, get the bird. The bird came on the camera. No, go back to bird's eye view. Go back to bird's eye view. Go back to bird's eye view. Chip in. No, well.
I mean, look, Toucan is inside the building now. He was outside by the front door, and he does have a player pushing him, but I don't think he's gonna try it.
1-tap. Oh, Synac's gonna go for it. Yep, he will be pushed. He will be in the garage. I mean, 20 seconds remaining. Synax will obviously go for the 1-tap, knowing him, knowing what crazy thing he does, but no, maybe not. He's just trying to secure the kill, Mathox. He'll try and get the quad on this round. Toucan will find the man on the hard left. Oh, the 1-tap will be coming out. But no bit is being landed. Synax going for it. Toucan round the rosies, and Swaz finishes it off from a prone hole, which we love to see. But honestly, the man of that match, just for that round, was that bird. Honestly, 1B, thoughts?
We're seeing some pretty ridiculous stuff in Oregon. I didn't see any of this shit in Clubhouse or Chalet. The amount of 1-taps and the amount of just like long range kills that I've seen in this matchup, at least in that last round alone, from Mathox getting 1 kill that wasn't really long range, but the next kill was from dining all the way into kitchen onto Den, who was crouching behind that little counter. Some people can hit those shots, some people can't, and Mathox certainly can, as we see them go onto kids. And the Frost does come out, but also the Amaru.
What? Did Mathox just big brain the hell out of Den?
Yeah, I think so. That's the timing on that pick. They both did it probably at the same. I think they did it both at the same time. I like to be accurate. I can be accurate in my prediction for this and saying that Den is going to Amaru through a window, zip line his way across into a window, straight into a prospect. That's my prediction. And I think it's
10 seconds to go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still shocked at that bird as well. God, I love that bird in there.
really
Yeah, man. That's actually MVP of the game. Should clip that, post it on Twitter, everywhere.
Was it a dove or a pigeon? I don't know.
A dove. I don't know my bird either. But I mean, it's just it's so funny how Mathox takes pick to the Frost while Den takes pick to the Amaru. Talking about the Frost, Mathox is dead. Well, Laquetta will find his 3rd kill of the this game. Airtab's being flown out, and Toucan will hopefully for MS rotate his way round to Attic to do the same push with the which successfully worked last time, burning the ADSs, but one Myers here. That's what they didn't bring last time, and this could be the game changer. But Loquetta from beneath will be trying to clear out squads, the one Myers, and even Baby Shark doing loads of damage, but Loquetta will even it out. And there goes the finger juice, boosting them back up. Baby Shark will trying to take out Loquetta beneath the head, and you shouldn't be peeking that. The one thing you can see is the head, and you really shouldn't be peeking that. And Denstra will find Wombo, so does Baby Shark. A 2v4 in favor of MS. And Cynic's below as well. There's so many people below.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Both from Loquetta, both from the attacker side and defensive side, but they've also got Attic, which has been unknown in the side of Loud, and Lasmo is the only person on site. Toucan will start to open up this Attic hole, and then being Den, he might go up that hatch and looking to his teammates, ready for going for the jump in. A man on white stairs and Sinak's just behind. He's got this power play if he wants to try and go for it. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Den's definitely going to be flying through that hatch, just waiting for the perfect time. The time's now. Sinix goes for the flank, finds discount, a 2v3 in sight. Lasmo sees the man on the repel. Sinix goes down, the C4 gets caught off, but the plant in the wrong position. Lasmo finds Den. He's there's a man on kid's window. He could go at it window to confirm that kill or get a good chance of finding it, but the 1v3 is very much possible. The feet nearly being spotted by Asma on the repel, and it will be Toucan on big window trying to get some more intel. He knows where the man is. He doesn't have a C4 on hand, but the Frostmat in the 1v3 clutch situation. The last man on repel. All he has to do is hold it. What will he do in this 1v3 clutch? He's giving it away. Asma has to go onto the roof, and he has to go through big window, get the diffuser, but will he even pick up the diffuser? He's not going for the diffuser. He can't go for the diffuser. A 1v3 clutch is so winnable. Lasmo with the swing, and the 1v3 for Lasmo. That will be going in the books. That will be one of the biggest 1v3s we've seen the only 1vx clutch we've mainly seen in this best of 5, and what a round by Lasmo, and takes the win for Loud.
Jesus. But I mean, okay, look, it wasn't the Amaru, but it was the Maverick. He just jumped into big window. They have a frost. Pretty sure they knew about the frost. And without clearing the window, I mean, was it double? Maybe it was double mat. No, because I think we just saw him place the one mat on that window. I don't know, but that's precarious from the Maverick. That's very weird from the Maverick to jump into big window with the frost in play, regardless of if she's dead or not. Her traps do still work. And Toucan found that out the hard way, and it put the Nomad in a very difficult position. What was once a 1v3 is now a 1vx, and now the pressure is on the Nomad, the final player alive, to clutch out the 1v3 situation that her team was just in. And that pressure can be too much. And obviously for Asma it was, and I mean, the Lasmo, who was the last player alive, who did clutch that out, just, I don't know, he has an advantage with his position in sight, and obviously heard the rotate coming in from Asma onto big window. The diffuser was also in sight, so the only way
Frostmat as well.
Yeah, the only way he could have gone into sight to retrieve it was A, through big window, because he didn't really have enough time to make any other rotations, or B, through the window that's directly into the same site that the bomb was in. That's I don't know about that, but Cynex is already being the most aggressive player in this lobby. He's been this way for the last 2 maps, where he's put himself in really aggressive positions, and well, usually it's a 50-50 for a lot of it's a 50-50 for a lot of players, but almost every single time that Cynex has been in those situations, it pays off for his team, but he doesn't find anybody there, and he's gonna move off all the way onto this top floor room.
Oh, Loquetta nearly finding his head being taken off. He's a very lucky man with those metal railings, keeping his life and able to do more damage from verticality above. Discount finds his kill with the LMG spray. Lasmo, who got that phenomenal 1v3 clutch last round, will fall first, but you can't put down the last remaining 4 players off from Loud Esports. They can still do wonders, which Lasmo did last round, and members on windows just to clear out Mammoth. He's got 2 ADSs. Make that 1, or make that 0 actually, as a flash goes in, and so does a smoke. Sinex is there to support. Den shot on the window though. Sinex nearly finding the headshot to Den, but Den stays alive. Mathox inside bathroom. One will be on the window and still being pressured. The grenade coming out from Discount will find him on 60 HP, but the finger juice will get all of MS members back up. Lucy Banshees will be giving Sinex some sound, but above Sinex needs to worry about as Discount's find a double. Swaz will fall, and three members fall, and a 2v5 for Loud. Make that a 1v5 as Sinex finds himself on his own, on his roster. Mathox will fall, and Discount already on a triple, looking for the quad. He's inside bathroom. No intel where the man is. And here's the man, and here's the bullets. Really going for the quad, and yes, he will. The flawless round from MS will find them one round away from map 3.
I thought it was funny. How I think it was Matlock inside of showers. He pre-fires his own teammate, and that just speaks volumes to how panicked that defense was once they realized how overwhelmed they were gonna be. The showers and also onto the dining site as well. It's, I just thought that was pretty funny to point out. But also that site in general is pretty hard to defend, mainly because of how easy it is for the attackers to take control of small tower so early on, and then obviously taking control of small tower opens up so many avenues into the actual site itself. And then you also have showers that can be overwhelmed by these as well, just because it's right next to small tower as well as the actual site is. And it's, they had to go to that site because they couldn't go anywhere else. But now they can pick the basement site again. And the last time we saw this site, it was a good end of the round for MS, but I felt like they probably shouldn't have won it just because of how long it took them to finally make their push onto the site. They didn't really have any advantage onto that site in that round, onto the site in that round alone. And I don't really know what to think about this. I wonder what the change will be from Loud if they plan to prepare for a late push instead, or if they plan to play the same way. Because, I mean, you have the Capkin, which does help in those late round situations where it takes long final push onto site. And also the Aruni, which can also help along with the Capkin. Both of those paired together can really make a deadly difference.
Ooh, a kill comes out already by Den, and there goes the early frag. He's been coming a garage or in some kind of entry, either small tower or garage. One of these sides, one of these corners of the map's finding kills, and Sinex will fall. Sinex way too aggressive. The yellow ping coming out, catching Mathox off guard on the ratty cap can. He is being, but still with the intel, Laquetta falls down, and a 4v4 as the trade comes out, and they've got this man in T3, and he's going to be stuck up there, but I'll tell you what, Wimby, he's going to be wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, and that's your Capkin as well. He does have a Nitro cell in hand, so if you pop that out and maybe grab a frag or two with it, I mean, you can grab 2 kills with it. It's not impossible, but it's usually unlikely. A frag is more realistic, but to waste time is also the most realistic option for him there, because I don't really see him getting a lot of frags unless he's not zoned out. And there's been a lot of misdroning, not only on this map for MS, but also on Clubhouse and, well, sometimes Telly. I felt like they played a better attacking kind of play. It's not hard to do on that, of course. It's yet to be seen. 1:25 left to go for MS as they have to make a push somewhere soon, because this is the same thing that happened to them on this same site in the last round that they lost on this. And that was that they wasted too much of their own time. But here comes the Capkin on his back stairs on Big Tower, and he might come into contact with Den if they're not careful. Here goes the player, and there goes the shots, but there goes the missed chance. He does have a Nitro Cell in hand, so will rotate on out of there, and that's exactly what he does. But there's probably a player on the second floor, and I just saw his outline, but that's Asthma. I saw his outline, and I knew that there was a player on the floor.
And if Mathox didn't even make that C4 rotate, Asthma couldn't have done anything. He didn't have breaching charges. He could have gone for the wallbang, and he wouldn't have been guaranteed, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, and now 35 seconds left to go. I mean, there goes he didn't get anything from that round, but what he did get was a lot of time wasted on MS's part. So now it's up to the site players of Loud Esports to save off this push. There goes one kill, but not in favor of Loud Esports. That's 2 times. And here might come another. There goes Zen with and the make on Baby Shark, and now he's Lasmo and Freezer yet again. He was in the same position, not in the 4, and he doesn't even get a single kill. And there goes Asma to grab the last kill to clean up the round to make this a 4-2 pass for his team as they move onto the fence. Loud Esports now on the attack, and this is looking good for Machine Soldiers as they move onto their defense.
It is, and it's supposed to be a defender side of the map, but MS is making it look like very much attackive. But I just want to say that the start and the middle part of the round wasn't the same as the last time they went downstairs, but the execute was exactly the same. The last position, a 1v3, man stuck in freezer, they've isolated him, the man planting default, it's the exact same as that happened last time. And that shows that MS, on their executes, they're on it at all times. They're always ready and prepared to do what they need to do to get that final result, which is always gonna work out in 1v3. You've got 1 door to hold and 3 people holding it. But a great round by MS without a shadow of a doubt. And I mean, 3 rounds was all they need on defense, and Loud Esports will have to fight for longer as the pawns will be coming out from Loud Esports. Machine Shoulders, actually. That's Machine Shoulders. Time out.
I do want to say this, though. A lot of the stuff that worked in the previous 2 maps for Loud Esports isn't working the same in Oregon. Like, a lot of the aggressive plays that we saw from Cynics on the same operator, Jaeger, throughout Clubhouse and Chalet, again, isn't working on Oregon, and it's because now MSA adjusting well to them, and they're easily shutting him down. They realize that they have to pay more attention to that. And I mean, it happened in the very first round. I think it was I don't even think it was from not Cynex. Yeah, it wasn't even from Cynex. It was from somebody else who got the very first pick on Den within like the first 10 or 5 or 10 seconds. And they have adjusted well to this really aggressiveness, really aggressive play style from Loud Esports, and they've allowed it to be in their advantage as they move onto their defensive half. And it's again a great adjustment coming in from Machine Soldiers Academy, and that's really good idealing from whoever the IG Machine Soldiers Academy. You know, they trade out IG.
10 seconds left.
But we do head on to this very first defensive round for MS, and they are
5
going
seconds
on to
left
the second
before
floor
insertion.
into kids or kids dorms or whatever you want to call it.
Attackers must
And
locate and defuse
not
the
really a lot of differences between the lineups from the Goyo being in play, which we didn't see from Loud Esports on this site at all. The Goyo does offer a lot with those shields in play. Not only are they fire shields, but they also operate the same as the playable shields with the slits that people use as like, well, a little portable mirror. You can pick them up, you can move them. But here goes the aggressive play from Mattox. Oh, not even Mattox. It was actually a player in class who threw himself out at him. Here goes Mattox with the nade. He is going to hold it for a little bit, cook it, but he's not going to find anything. But I think he was just trying to remove utility off of the wall so they could get it a lot more easier.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the game plan. But speaking of Mathox, game below, he'll be going round to Small Tower and seeing what he's going to be planning to do with the drone going in. He knows there's a member insecurity in the members to support him, but I mean, we'll see the outcome of this round as 1 minute 50 remains, and it's still a strong hold, and MS have not been allowing Loud Esports to get much map control, to be honest. They're trying to force in through attic and an isolated player inside the kitchen looking to push, then inside security. But I mean, they're wasting time, and it's a standoff. Discount holding the angles, which is what most players are doing. Swaz breaking the barricade, also looking to count discount now. But the push coming in from Lasmo, the aggressive play. Asma was not holding his position well enough, so he got inside closet. But look, Quitter comes out on top. What a shot by him, and the one chance Loud was given, they threw it away. Then finds Swaz the 3v5. This is where they get the power play. Toucan with the third on their roster. A 4v 1v2 as Sinex finds one more on his 4th kill. He hasn't been doing very strongly, or very strong, but he can redeem himself. The headlight holes from Maruni might catch the Malusi off guard. One member inside main lobby. Sinex might be walking into his crosshair anytime soon. Baby Shark will be going for the jump into site in a 1v4 situation. Discount does find Sinex jumping into the building. He does find Toucan, and the 1v4 is very possible, but without Diffuser and 40 seconds remaining, it's going to be very difficult to come back from this. One man in kitchen, he just noticed there, he gets a sound call, but it's going to be holding Diffuser, and that's the main game plan for MS. And the swing coming out from the head tight hold. Discount on a triple. He's on a rampage, he's on a roll. 5 rounds for MS, 2 rounds away from match point.
Ooh. There's not really a lot you can say. There's not a lot I can say about the match at all because I don't know what
Hello?
happened. Just call. Oh no, I left the wireless. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. But yeah, like there's not really a lot you can say about that round. It was a little bit unfortunate. I ain't even a little bit unfortunate, but unfortunate nonetheless for Loud Esports, as now Machine Soldiers just run away from claiming match point.
1B, you
Defenders,
need to mute
protect your
yourself
bombs from
in
being defused by
Oh
attackers.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's really happened. Someone left TBC. Whatever. But I mean, 2 rounds away from match point. MS, as they head downstairs for the first time, and we'll see the outcome of this round. And I've already seen something different. It's a hold in meeting. I believe they're probably gonna pop the hatch, and this is something I've never bloody seen before. They've got meeting open. They've got bunker walls all soft with angles from above to watch it. And I don't think Loud is ready for what they're about to see. They're all in on meeting. And they're all in on holding above. But, I mean, a rush is what I would go for on the side of Loud. But if they want to face MS head on, they're going to have to do it with gun power and game sense.
Yeah, I like this. I like you said, I've never seen that before. But I like it. Oh my god, that was from Swaz, and there goes a kill for Dan, followed up by a kill by Laquedo, but then followed up again. Oh my god, 2 kills in favor of Loud. There goes some quick kills. There goes a quick round. And Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on. It hasn't even been a minute gone by in this round. It's only been about 30 seconds, and there has just been so much action. Here goes another potential discount this time, but not really. Asmo is able to claim that kill, but not without any sacrifices. Oh, well, actually, no, he's still on full HP. He was shot a little bit, but the Finka boost was able to break him back to full HP. I'm pretty sure here goes Asmo getting some shots right onto him. It's a 3v2 with Loud Esports in the advantage. Well, in terms of HP and also in terms of man count. Toucan being the only HP player
Attackers have located a
on
bomb.
this Machine Soldier side as he remains with only Asma. But here goes the nade, here goes the swing from Asma, and now he's stuck in the closet. But there goes the support from Toucan as he grabs the kill onto Sinex. Now a 2v2 man advantage, or no, sorry, well, even man count between both teams. Asma's still on very low HP, so HP advantage and still in favor of Loud Esports as a minute and 25 is about to run down as they need to make their execute sometime soon, but they have plenty of time to figure out, to work with one another, to, well, again, figure out what they want to do.
Yeah, it's all about how they decide to push this. With 1 minute left, they've got a quite short amount of time, which you just said, but it depends how they're going to use it. They see the castle barricades still. They do have that nade to get rid of it if they choose, and that would be a good idea, but the push in, and Toucan nearly finds the head of Mathox. Asma, still being low, is going to make an effect on this round. Oh, Mathox is nearly finding the head again onto Toucan inside of Freezer with the head tight holds, and it's looking like the Diffuser will going down. Exactly what? Lasmo will be the man on the Diffuser. Mathox having to hold 2 angles will find the one onto Asma, the man in the hallway. What a shot by Mathox, and there goes Loud Esports with their third round, and the rush which I predicted did not work out for them. It did not work out for MS, but worked out for Loud.
Yeah. Now they're gonna go right back to that site, and I mean, I felt like the beginning of the round swung in favor of MS. It was just again the quick 1-2 trade that came in from Loud Esports following up after that. So they're gonna go right back down to the basement site, and I wonder if they're gonna do the exact same hold. They don't have the exact same operators that they did the hold with. The mute coming out, but being six picked onto the warden. Now that is interesting in itself. Whereas Loud Esports' lineup, we don't see any changes. This is a consistent lineup for them, so it's not uncommon to see that they don't really change it out much. This is just the lineup that they see that they think is the most effective to them. And I mean, they're in the finals for a reason, and that's because this attacking lineup is usually the most effective for them. But again, basement site, Warden comes out, and he does have that deploy with shield in hand, and instead of the nitro with the Mossberg in hand as well. And I'm wondering what this hold is gonna be. I wonder if he's gonna play in Shaiko or maybe under the in Harry Potter under the backstage stairs. I wonder if that's what he's gonna do, or if he's gonna probably play in freezer
10 seconds
or
to go.
in the closet area of the actual B site. I wonder. Again,
5 seconds
I say
left.
I wonder. I'm just curious about this Warden play on basement. It's not uncommon to see Warden on
Attacker's
basement,
objective is to locate a bomb
but
and
I'm curious
defuse it.
to see how he's going to implement this into the lineup of Machine Soldiers.
That is going to be the plan. We see Cynic again going through the main door, but the cam there to spot it out. They won't be caught off guard any longer. MS and Synax walking straight into the hold of MS's drone going in to support him. Synax getting a bullet or two off onto two cam, but still a man in security, which will be damaging. I don't think he knows he's there, as the drone has to be flying out. But Synax, he's going to go. He's going to go crazy. 360s everywhere, and it's not the same hold which they did last time.
No.
I don't believe, and he gets caught off guard. That's unfortunate. Synax finds Den, and we've been betting Synax since the start. He's running around constantly, and he seems to be winning these gunfights at the right time, and it's not looking good if MS allow this to happen and allow him to follow up all the time. But Discount will find that refrag onto Swaz. The drop is possible if Discount wants to go for it, but he's got 1 minute 45 to work with Insecurity and see if he can find any more frag potential. But no, he will drop. He finds the kill and a 4v4, and I'm gonna probably say again, it's gonna be looking like a standoff as Loud just find their way slowly, getting hatches, breaching into freezer, but burning ADSs and executing on the site eventually.
There goes the player sneaking down the freezer stairs, and he gets. Oh, sorry, I was in the middle of the yawn. But there goes Toucan with that kill, and there goes the power wall of the Mossberg, not really the Warden. And the Maddox might be the player that's going to follow up on it. He does have to hatch his security to drop down into freezer to possibly catch the rotation from the Warden, and that's exactly what he's going to do. But he's going to toss down a frag instead. But do they know that he's down? Laszlo is still going to go down these stairs. And now they're going to know. They're going to confirm. Well, kill for Laszlo on the board. Kill for Maddox. Maddox is actually dead. Lucada Garrett, that kill Laszlo. Another, and it's now a 2v2 with 40 seconds left to go. Discount Asthma for Machine Soldiers, and Baby Shark and Laszlo for Loud Esports. But it looks to be from Loud Esports the rotation onto main stairs. You do have Laszlo actually going down to the meeting. He probably has that hatch open, whereas Baby Shark is all the way down to the street. Laszlo actually is going to go to freezer, so it looks to be a sort of pinch push, I think, from the both of them. They do have 2 players to watch out for, so it's not like they have like 400 players to look out for. But here goes the kill from Discount. Never mind, there goes some shots, but he just ignores Discount in that little corner. Baby Shark is going to have to find another. Here goes Asthma in the main hallway. He does have smoke in his favor. He has to run away. There's only 2 seconds left to go. He doesn't have to do shit, because guess what? His smoke grenades grabbed that kill. And now MS put themselves on match point after the 1v1 clutch from Baby Shark. Oh, no, sorry, not Baby Shark.
Yeah, the loss from Baby Shark there was vital, as now they're on match point, and a vital loss for Loud Esports, as they not gonna be Loud in the VC for sure, as that was a disappointing loss. The 1v1 win by I believe it was Toucan on the smoke. My brain is deteriorating. But I believe it is going to be kids and dorms where Machine Soldiers, oh, I've said it again, Machine Soldiers Academy will find their way to their 7th round win in their favor. And because they won it last time, what stops them from doing it last time? But
Defenders, protect
I've
your
already
bombs from
forgot.
being
My
defused by
brain
attackers.
is slowly gonna stop. We had the 1v3 clutch from Lasmo. That was loud. No, that was loud. Lasmo got the 1v3 clutch. We'll see if MS can copy that and win this round with the same clutch which they did. But last time we did see MS on this site, we saw, I think Ace went into closet, Lequetta got the 1-up, and it was just a bit 1-up every single time on MS. But what? I don't know if you've spotted this, but Cinex, he goes in blindly every time, running around like a headless lagoon. I'm not being offensive, but he's just running around and it works. He gets fragged
Attackers are
easily.
moving out to locate a
And
bomb.
MS is just feeding him more kills, and Cinex will probably do this round. And oh, looking at him right now, he's already got his pistol out, already ready to run in at some part of the building. But we'll see how this turns out. We got a nice hold from Asthma inside of Trophy, which we didn't get to see loads of last time, as Lasmo was just running the closet and there wasn't much focus on Trophy. But there will be focus on Den as he falls, and the holding Trophy, not Trophy, and Dining in Kitchen could slowly fall as Mathox will think it juice himself after being lowered down or being hit quite a lot by Toucan. Thought he got that down, but did not. And 4v5 already. MS need to pull back from this and try and find this refight and trade and still secure their control and map control inside Kitchen Dining so they can keep the pressure from Loud Esports to below.
Oh, the difference that I'm seeing in this lineup from Loud Esports is because they don't really change their lineup. Their operators on attack, but the difference that I'm seeing obviously is with this line and play, and it's gonna help shut down the many roams that MS. Because I think that's the main thing that not the Machine Soldiers, but Loud Esports are struggling with. There are these roamers that are just running.
A bomb has been located.
Machine Soldiers do have a good play, and the Lion weaken that just a little bit, especially with his Lion skin, which he does use now. He only has one to go. Here goes 2 kills in support of MS. Asthma and Discount grabbing each, one with a gun, the other with the nitro, the big boom. And now it's a 4v3 man advantage for Machine Soldiers Academy. While they did suffer an early man loss, Machine Soldiers have brought this back one into their own. With a minute and 10 left to go for Loud Esports, they do have 3 good operators to pull this off. The Finka, the Ayana, the Lion. Lion does have one more scan left. Ayana obviously with her clones. And there goes the nades for Swaz to Toucan in that game's position. And here goes the Lucy charge. Asthma, there he goes, grabbing himself a kill. And now leaves Swaz and Baby Shark. 3v1 as Swaz is killed elsewhere on one stairs. And Baby Shark is now on his lonesome in main stairs. He pushes way to Trophy. Lukeda and Attic on this angle behind this Goyo shield. Obviously is going to get this kill. And there you go, he does. Nick kill. And there goes the... Wow, that was actually the point. So there you go. 7-3 in favor for Machine Soldiers Academy. And now they're 2-1 up. They only have one more map to go before they claim this grand finals. And obviously they'd be the winners of the Champion Series.
They would indeed run B, and we saw that last round. It was looking close when the Iana chucked an nade, but I mean, kill by kill, they slowly fell. And we come up with the 1v3, which Shark did not able to clutch out. But there goes map 3. And before we head on to map 4, which is Cafe, I believe, we will be having a 10-minute break. 5-10 minute break. When we come back, give us, the casters, the players, and the viewers some time to stack up on some more food, snacks, something to chill out while you're watching the stream, and see you after the break.
Organization, but the one one thing about the site, if the attackers have the vertical control, they can make you pay, but that's typical to make Stizzy pay for just swapping over that. Oh my god, he does another kill. Typical, that's the fuser down. What the heck, Ayana? He's looking away. That's another kill for typical. There's no way. I can't believe this. Gecko is in the 1v2. There's no way. Garden that's actually lethal. That could have been another for him, but it's a good shot from Johnny. And now with 1v3, he could be a 1v3. He's actually still down. He could grab this kill and land on a sliver of HP. His health bar is flashing red for him. Because, oh, there you go. And that's no wall break. Are you ready for this? They take the but it looks like they're in the driver's seat. They take 3 steps back. And I mean, that's a step that you do not want to take. Frozen 10 is able to grab that kill from the team. Backs up a little bit. That'll be
15 seconds left to go now. And that's another nice kill from Kex. Was able to find his third, but not quite the fourth. Mastery is now the only one that stands in the way. He's just going to have to try and run away. Swings around the corner, and Kex wins it somehow. 1 versus 3. That is not a situation that should be happening at all. What?
Matrix game caught from Skylight. And it's going to be looking like Bakerboy's going to sit on these repel angles in here. Oh, Matrix! What a shot! Maybe 2. Oh, Matrix! What the hell? Matrix, are you insane?
and that's definitely not hard. And that's actually the Mika down. So no more temporary crafting. Wow, you gotta be kidding.
God,
Maybe
no
Shark.
way.
They have the Ace, they have the Ayana, they have the Sledge. Sledge still has the Cracker Grenade.
Oh
Never
my.
mind. Man,
Baby Shark again, just really getting up in the faces. There's the quad. Nice little tap fire there. DJ Kiosk now on the ace. And there's Baby Shark with the ace. Flawless round from Loud as just Eagle Empire folded.
Welcome back to the Titan League Series Grand Finals. In the Champions Series, back 1B, no different casting roster. Me and him ready to see map 4 on Cafe, and if Machine Soldiers win this map, they get the title of the Champions. Loud, they're gonna have to fight to win another round to go to the deciding map. Bang, both teams ready, straight into it. We previously saw Oregon when Machine Soldiers won 7-4. I believe 7-3. It was quite dominant from them, and we'll see how it turns out on this map, as Machine Soldiers have not started a single map on defense.
No, not at all. I wonder next map? Oh. Well, if we get to the next map, they will start in defense, but almost every map that every single map that we've seen so far has been attacker from them. And the first attacking band, speaking of attackers, is of course no other than Thatcher. Don't care. Let's see the next band, because honestly, I'm expecting a Flores or a Flores. I'm expecting a Flores. That's the only band that's acceptable here, and it's a buck. Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't really know how to respond to that. I would actually see a sledge, if anything. But the buck is what Machine Soldiers do not want to be playing against, and fair enough. Maybe a target ban. But, I mean, Laqueta would really be playing Buck all the time, but you know, we'll see how it turns out. Loud will probably bankade. It's quite common, and there it falls off the drawing board once more, for the fourth time in a row. And the first round of map 4, and Machine Soldiers looking to finish it off and to get the title. But on the I'm predicting the lineup, but something along the lines of, the Feint Kinsoff being in there instead of the Ash, which we see for the long range gunfights, bring the 2 times, especially the double LMG, if then decides to bring the LMG, which of course is his choice, but we have that LMG power if he goes for it. But reading Fireplace 1B, they will be going first. They're what would be most teams' tertiary site, maybe to put off guard of what, to be unpredictable. Expect the unexpected from Loud. Minor league team coming up. They've done amazing things, and they're pulling many stuff out of their pockets, and this is one of them. Going to reading Fireplace first, and we'll see what they can do there. Looking like a top-down side. Top-down hold, sorry. That's what many teams do. And having the mute as well will stop Intel gathering in the side of MS. Top floor and both sneaky players trying to sneak up white stairs or through train, but we'll see the outcome of this round.
Yeah, Pinka has almost always found her way into the attacking lineups, not just of both, not for just MSA or
5 seconds to
pro
go.
Adam teams, and the main reason for that is because she has her
Attackers are moving to defuse
Oh.
the map.
but also because she got her names back. But Sinex again going for these very aggressive plays. He might catch a spawn kill here if MS are not prepared for it. But there goes Din. He is most definitely prepared for it. Sinex was not prepared for the peak coming in from Din, and obviously he got absolutely pummeled from that spawn peak. Sinex is the very first pick in this round, and again, those aggressive plays worked on Clubhouse and it worked on Chalet. But it's not going to work. It hasn't been working for him on, at least for his defensive side. It hasn't been working for him the same as it has on Oregon. And now, starting off this map, Cafe, with a man down, with basically only 30 seconds passed by in this round. There goes the player onto Skylight, and I think that is the Finka, I'm pretty sure, with Matt Doc just right below. Oh.
Loading new main.
So kills come out from everywhere. Lastmo finds a double 2v4, but Laqueta will be there to fight one back. The 2v3 now in favor of Loud, as Laqueta will be low in a sticky situation with a Banshee to his left and Member to his right. He will be pushing into the guard, trying to clear out Mathox, but 2 can on the Skylight could be something which can shock the member of Loud and possibly even Mathox, or even the member in Freezer. which is, I believe, Lasmo. He's already got 2 kills, and he'll try to find a third or a fourth. Pushing to white hallway could be a opportunity or an option, I meant, for Loquetta, and he will do exactly that. And Toucan might as well follow. Mathix has dropped below inside train and pushing down the white hallway. 1 minute 10 remaining. Lasmo will be holding down a player, and they're gonna have to do something special. They're gonna have to find this frag, and especially Lasmo and even Swaz playing and holding top floor. It's just gonna be a standoff which will last forever, and this is the play which we need. Toucan finding Mathox, the man in trainer. Now they've got this control, but going pillars, he will get downed, and Toucan will be the man to try and get that frag back. But Swaz and Lasmo will be playing together. Banshee's coming out from Mathox, and man inside reading. Don't see the head, and Swaz cleans out Toucan, and there goes the first round. Reading Fireplace being a surprise, and it worked out 1-0 to Loud.
Sheesh. That was, well, the very beginning of that round. It looked very good for Machine Soldiers catching Cynics off on that spawn peak. But after that, there was just a bunch of kills. As soon as Machine Soldiers entered the actual building, it was just a bunch of kills that went Loud Esports' way. There was 2 from the Malusi of Mathox, and then obviously Lasmo inside of Freezer pick or 2 of his own. And then after that, it was just the writing was on the wall for that round, and Sports claimed the very first round onto Cafe. Well, on the Fireplace reading site wasn't even. I thought at first with the way they played that, with the way that Loud Esports played that, for some reason I thought they were on 3rd floor, but no, they started that round off in reading.
They were very stubborn in holding top floor. They stuck with it throughout.
It worked out.
Start to the end. Yeah, it did.
It worked out very well. They had me convinced, because Machine Soldiers again didn't really get the map control that they wanted, and they couldn't, because Loud Esports was able to out-frag them in every sense imaginary for them. They couldn't really grab not only really top 4, but they couldn't really get, with top 4 not being in control of it in theirs for the attackers. They couldn't really gain an entryway or an avenue into sight, especially if they don't have the vertical angles in their favor. Because, I mean, on Fireplace and Reading, at least, I know we're defending 3rd floor. On the Fireplace and Reading, it's required to grab the vertical, get vertical control so you can establish vertical angles. That way, when you get into sight and you begin planting, you have those in your control. But if they're in control of the fence, then it's just it doesn't bode well for the attackers, especially if they're trying to plant into sight, at least in Reading. But this fight starts off with the bang. You see the Osa play coming in on the white stairs, or the bottom of white stairs. You have a player also on that garage wall that opened that whole wall up, and I believe that was Asthma as well. If not Asthma, then a player repelling on the south side windows right beside him, and I think that's discount on those windows. Now the drone is going to come in on this white stairs as Asthma tries to make his entry onto site. He did place a shield down, he picked it right back up, and it looks like he's going to make his presence known elsewhere. As 2 minutes are remaining for Machine Soldiers Academy, they really just tried to evaluate what was going on inside the map, not really try to establish any map control yet. That usually doesn't come the map control isn't usually established by attackers within the first minute or so. That's usually established very later on, as per usual on a map like Cafe, at least. But minute 35 left to go. You do hear some booms, so they establish some angles, and they establish a kill. Discount grabbing the first pick of the round onto Swaz, and that's the one my gun. A very important operator. No more rechargeable with my disc. And now the attack should be coming through from MS as they gain control of Piano and Cigar Lounge. Or Cigar Shop. There it is. Oh,
She's coming in, make that 2 entries as Loquetta finds a lovely shot onto Shard, playing inside Freezer. And there goes the smoke with canisters, and there goes my discount. Finds the 3rd for Machine Soldiers as a 2v5, and Mathox and Lasmo left alive. Lasmo we've seen a lot of recently with the 1vx and the power potential, fragging potential he has, but Mathox will be the one now. He might find the second headshot, but discount does go down. Asthma will take out Mathox. And Asthma Lasmo in the 1v4. He finds one. He has his potential. The C4 going out to the default plant. The sound call's been heard. Toucan gonna stick the diffuser, but the wallbang coming out. Laqueta with the wallbang, and wow. A lovely response from Machine Soldiers. And there goes the second round. On to the third, but I want to say, I believe like the headshot percentage from every single player is above 80%. Every single kill is a headshot, honestly. I've seen from at least this game.
Yeah, it's crazy how many one taps we've seen and just
Mm.
overall accurate shots. And that speaks volumes about both teams. They have some really good gunners on either one of these teams. Either one of these players, doesn't matter which one you pick from, you know they can get you some kills. I mean, most notably, at least for me, is Discount and then obviously Luqueta, who usually for me, Luqueta plays on those buck and sledge roles, the soft breach utilities on the attack, and then you obviously sometimes have them playing mostly the
Attackers need to
Jaeger,
locate and
playing a
defuse
more
bombs.
aggressive role, or even sometimes the smoke. Baby Shark, obviously the loud. All of these players can hit their shots. All of these players have the potential to get at least above 5 or 10 kills a game because they're just so good in that fragging department. And that's why I really like this matchup between both of these teams because I
Attackers have
highlighted it
discovered
at
the
the
location
beginning,
of a
but
bomb.
they both have like really aggressive play styles, and it pays off for them tenfold because I
Yeah.
mean that's the reason why they're here in the finals. And a lot of teams can't
10
handle that
seconds remaining.
aggressiveness. So that's why I was so interested in this finals today between both of them because it's interesting to
For
see
insertion.
aggressive play styles just clash together because you just get
Attackers are heading out
fireworks.
to
You get
defuse a bomb.
nothing but fireworks and gunshots and headshots
And also
and
about
kills.
the pulsec thing. The pulsec thing is they do know they have a pulse. And we just saw Asmus drone being spotting out the mother, but that just it just opens another door for being aggressive. A, jumping out windows. B, going for crazy flanks. C, crazy C4s, which just are freebies at this point with a pulse. And if they're pushing ticket office, mini bar, it's a free C4 if they're on their drones, they're holding an angle. But Mathox, he will be hunted down for sure by a couple of members of Machine Soldiers. Come down to that right, and the Quetta will find Cinex. It's not the Pulse, but it is an entry kill, which is what we love to see from the side of MS. And there goes the entry frag, which has been on MS's side for the last 2 rounds, but they have not found the Pulse low. Finger boost going out to secure Laquetta's how do I say it? To secure it, like small amount, incy bitty HP, because he wants to get all the way back up to 100. But either way, 1 minute 40 remaining, and Machine Soldiers have got so much control in Cigar, and even looking to take the member holding in Pixel and Christmas, and Mathox might be able to find the C4 kill and maybe even a jump out. He's a bit too slow with it because as he's being pushed, as I predicted, Mathox will be caught on the rotate, and then we'll catch him trying to wiggle out of that sticky situation he was in. And a 3v5, no, a 3v4, a Shark gets a lovely crispy shot. And talking about one taps 1B, you've got one right there, and might be another as Baby Shark sees Asma on Cigar door. Asma goes this whiff. He doesn't manage to find Baby Shark, but then manages to find Swaz, the 2v4. I thought it was a run up, but no, it's then repositioning himself onto Heaven's window. A 2v4, the man in a bar finds shots onto Discount. But Discount instantly goes for the finger juice to get his team and members back up to 100 HP and ready to push into the site. Smoke cancer's going down. Discount tanks and bullet, I believe, from Lasmo. But it's going to be a close push up from Shark, and they need to play aggressive, but Toucan on the skylight catches him way too swiftly. Lasmo with the intel. The late C4 will catch no one, but then does catch Lasmo. And there goes the 4th round. Oh yes, there's the 3rd round. On to the 4th, and what a round by MS. Finding the map control too swiftly and Loud being caught off guard.
Yeah, again, I mean, Cynics has been first pick. Well, okay, for the last 4 rounds, for 2 of them, at least from what I saw, he's been the first pick. He's 0-3 at the moment, at least for entries and also on the scoreboard. And it's just, again, it's MS just countering. They're doing. I felt like they've done this for the past 3 maps, where at least from map 1, they've adjusted very well to the playstyle of Loud, and it's helped them a lot to counter their playstyle and to help to make Loud play more into their own. But we go into kitchen service, and for the Wamai, he's being six picked onto the Valkyrie, and I
Attackers
usually
need to
wouldn't
locate
question
and
a
defuse
Valkyrie pick,
bombs.
but for the Wamai, I do have to ask questions that they do have the Jaeger, they brought it out, they have they have Lasmo injected, but the Valkyrie for the Wamai, I don't really know about that because we've seen a lot of nade
Bomb
kills
located by
go
Yeah,
in
attackers.
and
favor
they've
of
got
machine
6 now.
soldiers. Yeah, I don't really know about that, and they also have smoke.
Yeah. With the shield as well, there's not enough to support the shield, especially with 6
Yeah.
nades and 3 flashes. And I mean, Valk, as I said, was it Chalet? Chalet, the coconut bra, right? Coconut
Yeah.
bra
Remaining.
is crazy. He spends like a day, like 24 hours, 40 hours per week, sitting there on every single map, looking for Valkyrie spots. And I bet you Swaz is going to come up with some crazy spots which can get him C4s, kills, and Lasmo alongside him with the C4. And just easy kills which can give him freebies and so much intel in favor of MS. And without the IQ on their roster anymore, it will be looking like their Valkyrie cams could bring something game-changing. Or without the one my projectiles, it could be something game-changing or game-ending in terms of winning this round or not, or even the title, as MS are one map away from it. And Cinex, you talk about him being 0-3. I mean, I just don't think he's finding himself in Cafe. Being the aggressive player he is, he hasn't found himself in Cafe in this kind of open map where it's about long gunfights and not all about the frank capability. Will be more on Coastline, more on Oregon. That maps like that where Synax can perform and show his true power, but on a map like Cafe, he will be falling behind, and in this case, he is falling behind. Frags coming out already, but the ADS to keep alive. I'm not sure who it is inside the closet, but the swing come out, and that was Lasmo. Discount nearly caught off guard, but Denstra keeping his teammates alive, doing exactly what a good teammate does. Wasn't he catches the wall bang on to Discount, but Laquetta with the 1.5 finding Mathox. Shark nearly taking out Laquetta, but with the small tap fire, Shark is on very low HP. As a 3v5 is looking to be a 2v5. These headlight holes are not looking good. Discount falls. Oh no, Discount finds Synax, and Synax falls, and Synax he really isn't finding his position and playstyle inside Cafe. 1 minute remaining, they've got all the control. Baby Shark with a smoke canister being out and the headshot onto Laquetta. Denstra holding the cross while Toucan gets the plant down. They're going to have to go for a play, and this play is falling to Denstra's M4, and Discount finds a double. And a clean, some would say flawless round for Machine Soldiers.
The absolute dismantling I'm seeing right now of Loud Esports and this is crazy right now. And I don't that round wasn't because I would say like, oh, I said it, but like, oh, the Wamai would have helped them out tenfold. But the Wamai wasn't, them not picking Wamai wasn't a reason as to why they lost that round. It's the absolute frag. I said it before, but anybody on either one of these rosters can frag out. They can get above at least 10 kills or more a game if they really wanted to. But they all play together as a team, so that's kind of impossible to get more than 10, get each of them all just get 10 kills each.
Yeah, they've
But
also got
again,
a clash as well.
yeah, it's just it's the gunfights that are that's being taken between both of these teams, but also the fact that Loud really aren't winning any of them, and it's been the case for the 3 rounds that Machine Soldiers have won. At least in the 3 rounds that Machine Soldiers have won, they've been extremely dominant, and Loud Esports just don't have an answer to the mid round. But the answer may come into this fight because they are going onto the 3rd floor, which by all means, like, I don't think I'm gonna get any contest on my opinion of this, but this is the most defensive site on this map. You can't. There's literally the win rate for defenders on the 3rd floor is insane because there's only at least two ways that you can enter. There's the windows, obviously, that you can use to get into sight, but it's a very linear sight. There's usually not a lot of entryways for the attackers, and it's very easy for defenders to stave off aggressive pushes or aggressive attacks. Usually rushes don't work for a reason on this site, and it's again because there's not a lot of entryways that can catch the defenders off guard. But I mean, again, the Ulta does persist on this lineup, and here goes some shots from Discount on the south side window into Cigar Shop, but the Jaeger's gonna rotate that Cynic, who's actually still not have found a kill throughout these 4 rounds that have gone by, but in this round he hasn't found a pick for himself. He is gonna shoot at somebody, I'm not too sure who, but nonetheless, here comes the push from MSA, and honestly, the clash also comes out as well from last. I wonder what this is gonna do. I feel like it's just there to slow down the push from MS because they've just been so unforgiving. So maybe the clash will help with that. Maybe it's to provide discipline. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think you've just spotlighted it there. It's definitely to slow down MSA and how much like swiftness they've got and how much momentum they've got and nothing to stop them. And here you go. I mean, Dentra, Liquetta, everyone's getting kills. It's more and more and more. A 2v5, honestly a 1v5 is Lasmo. I predicted Liquetta falls. Lasmo on the drone hole. He will find one kill onto Liquetta, but Asma dominating on the windows, and I mean, they're fools. They're fools, Loud Esports. Not ready for that round. The frag I mean, when MSA get frags, they're all at the same time. They all play together so synchronizedly. They play together so synchronizedly that it's smooth. It's easy for them to find frags, and they are one round away from going onto the defense. And it's looking like MSA will be finding their title of the Champion Series winners.
Yeah, I mean, we have plenty of rounds to go. Loud Esports could make a comeback, but with the way that they're playing, the momentum is obviously nowhere near their favor because Machine Soldiers, again, throughout the 4 rounds that they have been allowed to just win, they've been allowed to just walk all over Loud Esports, and Loud Esports just don't have an answer to it. Again, I said it last round. It could have came into that round, but it could come here. This is the only site that Loud Esports have won, which was reading Fireplace. And honestly, with the way that Machine Soldiers have been playing, I could totally see them taking maybe 5.5. And that would mean so much to them switching on their defense. Again, the Ulsa still does persist. I don't feel like she's helped out as much. It's just been, again, the fragging power from Machine Soldiers Academy that's just been so overwhelming for Loud Esports. And they just, again, like I said, they don't have an answer for it. And I don't really see that changing in this round. They didn't take attack timeout. They haven't had any time to talk. I don't see this. I don't see any time.
Yeah, it's quite unrealistic, and especially MSA on the roll. The two can just pick up 2 runs. Or maybe that's just my screen bugging, but either way, Loud, yeah, it's looking quite unrealistic, but Loud still have this chance to get this round because they're going reading Fireplace, and they won this pool, but an entry on the hatch, Discount finds it. They're too speedy. Loud are getting some aggression, which they've been giving. They are not ready to take what they've been giving, but 2 kills coming out. Asma will be holding this man, I believe it is. Yeah, it'll be Baby Shark on the white hallway, and Liquetta will fall, but Baby Shark on low HP, a 4v3 already, and they all come scattering back into the side, hiding away, but Sledge does fall. An impactful frag in the side of MSA. Sinex still hasn't found his kill of the game, but it's still something he can look for and something he can strive for, as a 3v4 is something where a kill needs to happen to equalize the man count.
Yeah, at the moment, I mean, it's a 4v3. It's possible for Loud Esports, but again, with this the momentum that Machine Soldiers have, it's just it could prove overwhelming. There goes Cynics to be down. They know somebody's on brown stairs. Den is watching this from the new Valk, or yeah, people call this new Valk. And Lasmo really, he has plenty of time to rotate elsewhere. He could go up white stairs. He could go up. Red stairs. He could go up anywhere else, but brown stairs
A
seems to
bomb
be
has
his
been
main point of
located.
avenue. He's just gonna watch out for this push by pillars, while Baby Shark is just suffering elsewhere. In drop down from discount. Here comes the spray. There goes the drop, and here comes the last kill. It took Den a while to, or whoever, yeah, it took Den a while to react to the player just calmly walking up brown stairs, but he eventually got the kill, and it's another dominant round for Machine Soldiers. They take this half 5-1, and this is extremely good for them, especially now that they're on defense on Cafe. And the first set that they choose is none other than third floor.
This is I mean, I gotta be honest, Loud, the first map was very strong, honestly. They were a very strong club, I was saying. It was close on many rounds, but honestly quite dominant in the end scoreline. But then after that first map, Cloud have kind of lost their momentum, what drives them forward, and they've been just getting further and further and further away. Less rounds are being won. I don't know what's happened. Maybe something. I don't know. But so they've lost something. And MSA. I mean, look at them. 5-1 up on a very defensive map. They've got nothing to worry about. They're going to be running the castle strat. Castle on the windows, and I think this is quite recent because he's got the 4th one now. I know he's going to place that 4th one, but they're going to be running the castle top floor, seeing what they can do, and we'll see how this round turns out. Nothing is going to be special on the defensive side and strat of MSA, but I mean, 1B. Louds have fallen. Cynics has not found his place in this game anymore. He's lost it, and maybe Bank was his best map, but he's not going to be able to get there unless they stride through. Yep, this is the castle strat. This is the castle strat, which we saw in the, I think it was the Nordic quarterfinals or semi-finals when it was Denmark. I remember this. This is where it first originated from. It's a very strat, and the MSA with 4 rounds up, Loud are already under pressure, and they're gonna be shaking when they see the strat and then when they walk into it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go back on your point about Cynics. It's not just Cynics, it's the whole team of Loud. The only one going positive for them is Lasmo. And Lasmo is your support. That shouldn't really be happening. At least from the roles that he's playing. He is playing the ace, he is playing the hard breacher. But the first kill goes in favor of Loud Esports. Matt grabs discount. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that was in reading because he is right in reading. And here comes possibly the trade, and there goes Luketa and Dinstar. Oh my god, they take 1 step forward and then they get like pushed 2 steps back. And in this case, it's 2 kills back. 2 kills back. Yeah, that's the right saying. That's not the saying at all.
That's the cool shotgun skin as well.
It is. I like that shotgun skin. I wish they would let us buy it. But oh god, there goes a nice nade coming in from Squads. Toucan is gonna get aggressive once this moves out. Push, and he might find his kill. There goes Swaz with the double kill. Elsewhere, Toucan grabbing a kill. Here goes a player in to guard at Swaz. Swaz is down, and it now leaves Ukeda and Lasmo in the 1 situation. That was the player I said was the only one positive for them. And now he has to go, well, even more positive. He just has to find 1 more kill, and he's 6-5. But Lukeda is elsewhere. Lukeda is also 10-5 with that rookie in hand. So Lasmo, with 1 minute and 5 left to go, not only has to find him, but he has to figure out, where he is. But he has. He's gonna rain some shots onto him. Lukeda, who's 10-5, might claim this kill for his own and might push Machine Soldiers. 6-1. The red pings do come out. He knows that he's not gonna get over aggressive on this push. Lasmo was hoping it would. Goes so many red pings. It's gonna make him panic. He's still behind the counter, just crouching, and they're just gonna play ring around the rosy. They don't know. They don't know what to do. Here goes the king. He's just gonna be overwhelmed. He's panicking. I know he is, because if I'm getting red ping like that, I'm panicking.
Ooh!
The Lasmo with the swing, and finally, even though he's getting red ping to all hell, he shows some composure in that gunfight against Takeda. And well, they're 5-2, but they still have a mountain to climb. Machine Soldiers, you would still favor them in this next round to put themselves onto match point, considering that they are again going right back to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Liquetta did not win that outs with the amount of red picks. So many. It was like 5. Like everyone who was spectating was spam red ping. But either way, they'll go back to site and they're gonna bring a clash. They're gonna be rocking the clash, and Asma's gonna be diving on that, slowing them down. I believe it's gonna be the same strat with the castle. But I mean, that round, I mean, it was looking to be in MSA's hand, but the Loud Esports, they come back, and being the underdogs they are, they're the underdogs every single round they play, and every single gunfight which comes out, and back to the drawing board for Loud as they decide to choose how they're going to attack, if it's the same as last time, or spice it up a bit. But Cynic still in the entry, hasn't found himself at all this game. Neither has a Mathox and Baby Shark, if I'm being honest. As you've said already, Swaz and Asmo, you know,
10 seconds to go.
I would say pushing the team forward in terms of momentum and
5
winning
seconds
rounds,
left
but they've
before
only won
insertion.
2, and they're looking to win 3 as they are 3 rounds away from
Attackers must
MSA,
locate
and
and defuse the bomb.
MSA, Machine Soldiers Academy, are only 2 rounds away from winning the Champions Series title.
Yeah, the clash does come out from Machine Soldiers, and the thing about, I feel like Loud's attack was not only really in that round, they did get the first pick, and then after that, it was just okay. They get the
Oh,
first pick again.
Cynex?
Cynex grabs 2 tiny, grabs his first kill, he grabs his second, and that's discount to be down and out for this round, as well as 2 cancels. They're both resting in the same grave.
Attackers have located
One
a bomb.
just right next to each other. Lucada grabs a trade, this time onto Cynex, who was 0-7, now 2-8. He grabs 2
Bomb
very
located
important
by
kills for
attackers.
himself. But 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes and 2 minutes left to go. There you go. I don't know why it took me so long to say that the first 2 minutes. You know, Loud have so much time to work with, and they have the man advantage here, only by 1, yes, but they still do have the man advantage. As you see them overwhelm Cigar Shop, they're about to overwhelm New Balk as well, and also maybe Cigar Lounge or Piano, whichever you want to call it, but this clash is in the way, and she's in freezer, so they have a lot to work. They have a lot of work to do still.
Yeah, working towards the winning of this round, and we've got good positioning from MSA, but I mean, they're 1 man down, and that's one more angle they need to worry about, especially with the clash. And talking about clash, she falls. Loud, they slowly crawl back. Liquetta finds the headshot onto Shark. Still a man advantage in favor of Loud, and Swaz falls. The nade catches him, the man the Skylight will throw another nade. It won't land on Liquetta, getting him low. Looking for his 13th kill, will find the head of the plant, but not manage to take off. The man on Skylight still there. He needs to worry about going for the swing is Mathox, and it's looking like Loud are going to close this round, but what a shot by Liquetta, a triple kill. The ace to clutch is out to get the match point for this map. 4-8, being caught by the swing. Liquetta, last man into guard on the crouch, but Swallows finds the head on Liquetta. The 1v3 ace clutch was not there, and there goes the 8th round. Whew. Close one indeed.
Very close one. I wonder if they're gonna go right back to third four, and as I predicted, they don't. They're gonna go right into kitchen. And this, we see the Tachanka pick, but I do think, oh, actually, it probably will stick, or it'll be 6 pick. I'm not too sure. The Echo also does come out. That's an operator, at least on kitchen. That's common on this site. He's very common. Yeah, he's very common on this site, at least from what I've seen. And no 6 pick does come out, so the Zatranka is going to stick along with the Malusi Castle and Omai. And then you also have Sledge six picking onto the Jackal. And I don't really, this doesn't seem like a roam heavy lineup, so I feel like the Jackal isn't for that, but
Defenders,
maybe to
protect your
just
bombs from being
isolate
defused
players
by
playing
attackers.
around the site, lurking around the site, maybe, not really for any type of clear, at least for Loud.
Attackers have discovered the location of a
Oh
bomb.
no. Oh, I just dropped something. Well, we don't see any safe picks from the Tashanka. He's going to be sticking to Tashanka, and it will be. Oh, it's going to be. I forgot what team it was. Was it Empire? Was it G2 against Empire? Possibly. They open the whole wall and they're able to watch all the way from Freezer. And like,
10 seconds
I do
left.
remember this one bit. So
No.
basically, Tashanka
5
can
seconds left
with
before
his
insertion.
fire things. I think it was G2 strat. I can't. I think it was
Attackers are
G2 against
moving to
Empire,
defuse the bomb.
SI or Pro League. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, Tashanka can stop any kind of plant, any kind of push from either kitchen service, right there, to bakery and prep and whatever, or from freezer kitchen service to bakery and whatever. And talking about cleaning it up, B finds Mathbox and trying to throw some fire grenades shoot to confirm that kill, as it is a thinker. Don't want to be wasting the thinker boost, but might have to. The fire grenades don't catch on to Mathbox though, which is worrying. But Luqueta finishes it off, but he does fall as Lasmo finds the refrag onto that, and looking like a spray coming up from Asma, but not landing on anyone. Cynics on the small big window. It's gonna like they're gonna go for a play. An Echo Drone going down. Lasmo could have gone for the swing and find the kill, but doesn't. Baby Shark and Swaz and Lasmo all in bakery, all in prep, looking to find these kills. Toucan go for the aggressive play, but so is Shark. Inside prep, no one knows he's there. He whiffs the bullets. He's got the shotgun out in case of the Tachanka swinging. That could find the Tachanka dying. But Asma holding the angle on the prep, supporting everyone from each angle. It's a backup play, but Cynic's going on the red stairs, could catch Asma on guard, but the proximity alarm really helping that out. But the swing, but Toucan still comes on top. A kill coming out, but Lasmo on a double is a triple kill for him. A 2v2. Cynic jumping out the window, and Lasmo atop of the leaderboard, and Cynic at the bottom, up against Asma. And discount, the shots coming up, but Lasmo's really on top of this game here. We'll see how this round turns out. They have the intel, they know the man's on the way. There's only one person holding the site, or even zero at that back door. Discount isn't Freezer. Can't do much about it. I don't think there's any Echo Drones left to stop the plant. So they're gonna have to go for a play. They've got so much time on their hands, but Discount inside Freezer finds Lasmo. Cynics last left alive. He gets the sound call and it's pretty baitable if Cynics is gonna swing, or he's just gonna have to wait because he got 45 seconds. And Echo Drone is still alive. Cynics might be able to hear it, but it's still alive. And will he be caught on the cams? He doesn't get caught on the cam. Cynics with the downfall of the side, and Discount finishes Cynics off. And Lasmo fell, and so did Loud. The round for match point, all in favor of Machine Soldiers.
Jesus, I mean, Plasmo is fragging out. He is. I feel like if anybody is going to bring Loud Esports back into this, it's going to be him, because he's just hitting his shots on that AK-12. Unfortunately, just not enough shots can be hit to avoid the match point that Machine Soldiers are on right now. And they're gonna go third floor yet again. I don't really know about this. Maybe they're not comfortable on other sites. Maybe kitchen and third floor are just the most comfortable of sites that they're on. But the last two rounds that they've had on these sites haven't been that good for them. It allowed Loud Esports to somewhat get back into the game, although not really. Because it's 6-3, but 6 pick does come out onto the Jaeger. I think it was from the Jaeger and the Oryx.
Defenders,
Actually,
protect your bombs from being
interesting
defused by attackers.
on this site at least, because there's not a lot of patch play to be played apart from the patch and laundry that they are going to open up. And other than that, there's nothing really too interesting to talk about with this lineup apart from, well, the Alibi as well. Alibi did get a nerf to her MX Storm. She does still have the 1.5 though, and the nerf wasn't really that bad to begin with, so that gun is still very controllable by far. But I mean, what in your opinion, what do Loud Esports have to do here,
10
or
seconds
in
remaining.
the next 3 rounds that they potentially do have to bring this
5
into
seconds
overtime.
to go.
I mean, it's gonna be a tough one, but I mean, Loud have
Moving out
won
to locate a
the
bomb
2
and
rounds on this site, but they're gonna switch up the strat, MSA, and see what they can do. We saw, I mean, Lasmo last round was really the center of attention. If he stays alive, I mean, he can really change the difference. Mathox, on the other hand, will be very low and will have to use already one of his 3 fingers. Already the question mark coming. Also, I mean, he's even confused. So am I. I believe that was a VIP window from the member roaming below. He might actually, Cynics might have caught that member roaming below, but will slowly come up the stairs. Can't track can't track the feet, and it is the Oryx.
attackers have
Speeding
located a
around the
bomb.
bottom floor, being then on double digits alongside Laquetta and Discount. One off double digits alongside Lasmo on 9 kills, both of them. I mean, the fragability on MSA is quite phenomenal, a large amount. 2 can find to C4, one more kill closer to being the champion of the Champion Series, getting that title. So 1 minute 50 remaining. Swaz and Skylight, and so is Lasmo and a couple of members. But Synax, on the other hand, crouch on white stairs, but the barb will give it away. The person drops freezer. Synax runs through, but still loses the gunfight. He loses that, and so does Laquetta. Find the headshot onto Swaz, and it's looking like the downfall. Well, the comeback of Loud is turning into the downfall of Loud. 2 members remaining, but Lasmo is alive, and Lasmo is a part of Loud, and he's ready to frag. He's been doing it all game. Will he find Discount? He's running through the wall, then going crazy, going for the pixel, but no, the knife will end it. Synex has already left the game. The 1v5. Will he nade himself? And there he goes. I mean, it's GG's. There's no chance he's winning this. He might as well just wait a minute. I mean,
What the hell was that, dude?
this round. No, he
He
was.
booted me. I'm sorry, that just made me laugh so hard. I actually
I mean,
cannot believe that word.
then
Wow.
did it twice. I won't get joke, but I mean, I don't want to confirm it just yet, but I think it's looking like MSA are your champions for Champion Series. It's looking very strong. The P on Scarlet, the LMG spray finds Asthma with half a shout of a doubt, and I mean, possibility 20 seconds left. I think we can confirm that MSA your champions for Champion Series. Don't you think, Mumby?
15 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, unless they throw extremely
10 seconds
hard, I'm
remaining.
talking Tom Brady hard. And they, oh my god, okay, there goes another kill.
Bomb
But
located by
he
attacker.
has to find 3 more.
Operators, you have run out of time.
Oh, there goes the Champion Series. What a way to end it. Loud Esports came shriveling through the Open Series, finding their way into the Minor League, into the Champion Series final. Will come second place. One off the winners form, but the winners will be Machine Soldiers Academy. They have been dominant throughout Champion Series. And everywhere, every game on top of it all. And I mean, whew, they are the champions, your champions of Talent Series. And we've got an interview with Den. He'll be hopping in here and in a second. And I mean, GG's all around. And I mean, let's hear it from the man himself, Den. Your Champion Series champion, how are you doing?
Okay, wait, give me a second. Well, that's well. I'm already in it. Bye. What was the question? How am I doing? I'm doing amazing, bro. Well, I'm not, because I've got to do a project now. So
Sorry,
wanted to go-
someone just came into my room. Sorry about that.
yeah, I want to do an extra map because I've got to do a pro. I'm getting forced to do a project now, so you know.
No.
Yeah.
But then, how do you feel that you're the champion of this Champion Series finals? How do you feel being having that title underneath your name?
Sure. I mean, it was probably the easiest season yet, so I don't want to. I'm not gonna say it was like rewarding at all because
Ooh.
it's like I'm not gonna lie, we played terrible, but we still won. We came fourth in groups. We played the worst seed we played. We don't deserve to win, man. Yeah, yes, we're probably the only reason we won is because we got the best set of 5 in the league. As a team, we're terrible, to be honest.
Nah, mate, you can't be that harsh on yourself. You came out on top and you got the win. You
And we
got
got
the win. You can't be sad about that.
well, sure. Okay, go ahead. Sure, I'll be happy for you. Come on, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Come on, then. We need some hope. But I mean, did you expect Lau to put up a fight? I mean, they
No.
put up a fight in like the first second map, but then it just fell. I mean, being a minor league team, and it was tough for them to get through, and then it's good for them they got second place. But did you expect that from them?
I mean, to be honest, we only prepared 5 maps. We didn't prepare club.
Hmm.
We didn't expect to play club. Pure controlled the bands. So yeah, basically, we didn't expect a club. None of us had played. Like, we didn't warm up before the game, so we just said, We don't care about club. Let's just run around." It was a warm up game, basically. Club. We didn't. That's what we took it as. I mean, we were disappointed. We thought we still should have won it. Just basically, we didn't. They were just too monkey for us in club.
Yeah, I mean, Sinex definitely running around all the time. I don't know if he was an annoyance to you in the
He needs to stop
VC.
crouch walking. Like, he needs to. That was
Yeah,
so annoying. He
yeah.
needs to unbind his crouch key.
Oh, mate. Well, we love to have some beef and some tension in between the chat, but there goes season 6, and they're also champions. I mean, it was a long cast, 4 solid maps, quite long, especially the last round. It was good to end on a good note. Mathox with the LMG running around all the time, but I mean, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, we need more
What a
questions.
way to end.
Can I just call people bad or something? I ask about the team. This is the only thing I enjoy, the interviews. Come on.
All right. Who do you find the worst on the team? Come on, let's have a spicy interview. Come on, make it spicy.
Luca,
Why?
he doesn't call. Doesn't speak
Fair
English
enough.
either. Needs to learn to speak English, honestly.
Who do you think you're the best in the team?
Obviously.
We love to see that from you. Who do you think's uh
Well,
who do
that's for
you?
other teams. Why my team? Well,
All
to be
right.
honest, that was the last game with this team. To be honest,
Yeah.
we're disbanding. We're not
Yeah.
disbanding, but
You
basically
got
it's gonna be me in discount for Titan series, and then we're bringing in. I'm not
three
gonna
more
leak
players.
who,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
well, you'll know one of
We'll
them.
know about it.
You'll know at least 2 of them, and then the 5th one hasn't been decided fully yet. But we'll have a
How
very strong roster. By the
how
time.
how do you feel about entering Titan Series? How do you feel about do you think you're gonna come out on top like you did in Champion Series, or will it be more of a tougher fight?
I think it, I think we're going to be a lot stronger in Titan series.
Mm.
We're actually going to be. I think the players we have will make it a very competitive team because we'll have experience from every like we have a solid group player on every single role. I don't think. I think we can still take Titan series.
Oh, we
I think
love.
we'll play a lot better than we did in this
Mm.
league.
Well, you always gotta. I would say start somewhere, but do have to start somewhere. And heading to Titan Series, I mean, you said it. They're gonna have a lot better roster. Has this roster been like just a like
We've had so many. I think one
yeah,
of
like
the
it's
big
just been like
factors.
it's been like something which has changed over time until you have the final roster, which will be the next one.
Yeah, the issue is like if you watch out, like I'm fine with our playoffs performance. I mean, QT I wasn't happy about. We probably should have toured them, but
Mm.
with our playoff performance, we didn't lose again. We just drew all of them. A lot of them was trolls. We go on match point and we'd start trying to 360 because we got eagles. But a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
part
yeah.
of that is that every 2 weeks we change our roster because people had school, people arguments would occur. So like stuff like that, it just made us change our roster constantly. Uh, but there's only one game we should have drawn in playoffs, and I'm kind of annoyed that we did draw that many. I
Well,
believe we're still the best team in this league.
well, you always gotta have that faith. Well, when would you have anything to add before we cut it off and let Den celebrate with his team?
I'm going to do homework,
Um,
mate.
oh, I was gonna
Come on,
say, congratulations. You know, it's a good. It's a pleasure watching you play, watching your team play, and I really did enjoy this season of Talent League. At least from the standpoint of a Machine Soldiers advocate. I mean, I'm not anything, but I do have good hopes for you guys in the future, at least for Talent League, and then also Type Series.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
Well,
problem.
that's all we've got from then, and that's all we've got from the desk here. Me and Wombe have been your casters. Tripping in the back, directing it all, the man himself. He's been doing everything for Time Series. From season 1 to season 6. He's been here grinding it out. And then, obviously,
Oh,
congratulations and appreciate you having here
thank
in the
you.
VC. Go have fun, whatever you're doing, mate.
GG with your time in championships. You team ended first and will be season €275. I just want to say that was the easiest season ever. Where's your awful?
Well, we do love that. From Den, he's he's not egotistical. He's confident in his health and in his team. But I mean, it's been me, it's been you. I've got to go. It's been a great time, 4 maps of complete enjoyment, and see you in the next one.